What up, nerds? We're totally not doing this live, because, come on, it's what we do. Oh, hey, I need to turn my own volume down. Welcome to Friday.
Alright, now I gotta add everybody. Hang on.
While Robbie gets us set up.
Sarah, who's your character? Who's your character?
Sarah's Dr. Philine.
I was gonna say, because you're...
Philine?
I was gonna say, are you
Philine?
olive oil? Olive?
You're muted.
No one can hear you, Sarah.
So my outfit is actually my Halloween costume for work. It's oh god, what's her name? Brain. Evelyn O'Connell from the Mummy movies. She's my favorite.
Which one?
She's a librarian.
Gaius, who are you?
Yeah.
Gascon.
What?
He's Gascon.
And then, Adam, who are you?
He's Sir Kian.
Hondo, stop. Can you just lay down, bud? I know you want attention. Come on, lay down.
Alright. Everybody who is here is now in the thing. Hang on. Your spoopy music is now playing.
Bro.
It was a little bit loud, but it should be good now. Yeah.
Will we be able to hear the spooky music?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, it's in the stream, because if we play it in the background, Skype's an asshole.
So everyone's good to go.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing's fucking up. I've done everything that I can.
Oh.
Thank
I'll
you,
tell you in a
Robbie.
second. I've got an ad.
Okay. Well, welcome to the first ever, maybe first annual, we'll see, who knows, Halloween special that has absolutely nothing to do with the world of Almora. Please do not think that this is our characters doing anything in Brian's world. We're just fucking around.
I'm not, because
right
that'll
now.
get me thrown off of Twitch, so.
But welcome. Everyone's in different places, because tonight I'm running this shit show. So, we'll see how it goes. But I thought it would be fun to get everyone together for a bit of Cthulhu-esque Eldritch horror in some D&D. So I've gotten our little band together here for a spooky story that probably no one's ever going to watch, but who cares? Because we're going to have fun tonight in the spirit of next week being Halloween. So, if everyone is ready, let's just dive in. Oh, hi, spooky bitch.
Can you
Charlie's
hear everybody,
in the chat.
Charlie?
Also, thank you.
You should be able to hear everybody.
That's very nice. Yeah. Charlie, tell us if there's any technical difficulties before we get into this.
Yeah. Okay,
This is how good I am at throwing all this shit me and Rob throwing shit together at the last second. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
Charlie, by not responding. Okay. Sweet. Well, then let's just dive into this. So,
No.
to give a little context, it's early in the 20th century, and it is the morning of Saturday, October 31st. This time period, well, throughout history, people have been interested in life after death. And right now, in the 20th century, spiritualism has been the new big craze. This notion of connecting with your ancestors, so to speak. And so, with spiritualism being a big thing, and today being Halloween, this renewed celebration and popularity of dinner parties and children's games in honor of Halloween or All Hallows. But you're each waking up in your respective residences this morning, and let's see. So, Sir Kian and Robert. Nope. So you two would wake up in your respective inns.
Mhm.
You're not together, but your respective inns to find on your nightstand
Oh, what?
a letter. So starting with Sir
Okay.
Kian, you find a letter sealed in wax sitting upon your bedside. Inside of the wax seal, you see a hand reaching towards the stars.
Alright, well, first I'm gonna go check my door, because I would assume I locked the door last night, so I'm gonna check that, and then I'm gonna sit down and read the letter.
It's
Okay,
still
that's
locked.
super creepy. So, now I'm going to hesitantly read the letter.
You open the letter, and it simply reads, Mrs. Eliza Allister requests your presence for dinner. 7 p.m. Seance to follow.
Okay, I guess I'm having dinner somewhere.
And then Robert.
Don't call me that, please.
Similar situation. Upon waking up at your nearest table, you find a letter on your table and sealed in wax. On yours, within the wax seal, there remains a hand, but this time it is clutching what looks to be the
Man,
moon.
that looks like one of my nuts. This must be somebody finally killed my old lady. She's clutching it to the end. Never lets go.
Are you just playing yourself?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I hyped up all the shit that I was gonna be, but really, what's scarier than being yourself?
Well, specifically, what's scarier than being
Yes.
Robbie? Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I have made myself into a D&D
exactly.
character. I have
The self-insert
very
is
high,
real.
very high intelligence, very low strength, and very low charisma. But what's the letter? What's the letter say? Is it basically the same thing?
It says the same
That's
thing.
not my-
Mrs. Eliza
That's not my
Allister
old lady's name.
requests your presence at dinner. On the back of it, it does include a doodle of 3 stars.
3 stars? That's Midland.
3 stars.
Could be better, could be worse. I only do 5 stars. I'm not going to this place.
So, both of you, respectively,
But not respectfully.
have received your invitations. Respectively, what have you, have received your letters, and we assume you take the day to prepare as we see the next 3 invitees.
All right.
So, at the same time, let's go. Rob, say your character's name again. Fucking asshole.
No,
Gascon, thank you.
it's like an ice cream cone,
I'm gonna say
except
the
it's
other
made out
name.
of gasoline.
You know it.
I was gonna say it's like when you fart on a stone.
So
Yeah.
Gascon would be in a camp outside of town.
That fucking kid.
Just waking up. And as he kind of gets up, stretches, goes to open his tent, he sees tied to the string that binds it closed overnight is a letter sealed in wax. And within your seal, you see a hand clutching a broken arrow.
Okay, this is very odd. I open the letter.
Do you open the letter? Okay. The same as our friends here. Mrs. Eliza Astor requests your presence for dinner. 7 p.m. Seance to follow.
Seems like someone went through a lot of trouble. I guess I'll show up. What else could happen?
And yours also has, at the bottom of the letter is an arrow pointing to the other side. When you flip the letter, you see a small note written in a different hand. And that's what I sent you yesterday.
Someone knows an awful lot. And that's that. Put the letter down and go about my business for the time being.
Yeah. So same as Sir Kian and Robert, you go about your day, do what you need to do, and then prepare for dinner. And Dr. Is it Philene or Philene? I'll probably end up just calling you Doctor.
It's Dr. Philene, like Dr. Phil.
Okay. I knew that was the alignment, but I didn't know if you wanted to fuck
it was
around with the pronunciation or something.
Motley Crue song.
Aw.
I thought it was a party for Chris.
That would have been cooler.
No, that was like 12 years ago.
That's wild. It really was about 12 years ago.
Okay, so Dr. Philene, you, upon leaving the surgery, they call them like an auditorium or some shit. But when you're leaving the surgery,
The gallery.
Yeah,
The gallery.
sure.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. The gallery. That's what I'm thinking of. So, as you leave the surgery gallery, a couple younger doctors
Are they
kind of
sexy?
congratulate you on good work, while a couple other doctors kind of roll their eyes
Are the young
at you
doctors
as they
sexy?
kind of
This is important.
rush past.
This isn't General Hospital.
You said younger.
Most of them are elderly men, so it
You did say younger
depends on
doctors.
if you're into silver
Are the
foxes
younger
or not.
doctors specifically sexy?
I did say younger doctors. No, they honestly, if you don't mind not bathing for like 3 weeks because they're trying to be Victorian doctors,
also,
then
it's relative
sure,
to the time.
maybe.
That's probably sexy for the time. So
There's
So
there's
Dr.
nothing more
McGee.
irresistible than a good ball musk.
I mean, mine's still enclosed in the letter that I got apparently. So
So you're leaving the gallery, and one of your colleagues congratulates you on good work. Apologizes that the patient
Good work,
didn't
he died.
survive, but says that's kind of what we expect. Congratulations, he died. But he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a letter and says, "This came for you about an hour ago."
Oh dear.
It's also sealed in wax, and upon yours is a hand grasping a scalpel, which you are quite familiar
Just so you
with.
know beforehand, I only have one accent, and it's not very good. So, just so you know, disclaimer: this is not anyone's accent. This is me pretending to be the same person that Evelyn, the character, is, but not actually. If that makes any sense.
it's just the Queen's English. It's received pronunciation. It's very standard. It's very standard.
Terrible. It's terrible. As Brian obviously has pointed out many times, I fuck up words.
Don't let him
so
say.
Anyway,
Have you seen that motherfucker?
forgive
Don't let
me.
him think that he's got any say in that.
He does know though. That said, I'll probably take the letter, look at it, consider it a moment, and walk towards my dorm, essentially, my office, and probably consider whether or not I'm going. And after a long moment, say fuck it, and potentially get a little drunk because I've just killed someone, and go to bed.
Hey, it was surgery. You may have not directly been involved in that death.
I mean, just a little, like a smidge. But that's fine. There's always the next.
Recovery efforts.
There's always the next. Also, you don't see this because McDonald's doesn't exist at the time, so so none of this is real. This is imaginary. You're imagining this.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that contraption?
I will cut you. I will fucking cut you. Anyway.
I got a urologist for that.
And then when I go to bed, I'll nap a while and then probably wake up in time. Hopefully. And not have slept through it. I also have grabbed a crystal that someone gave me as a joke, a vial just in case I need to take a sample, and a dagger because I need to protect myself, because it's a scary world out there for a young working woman. And I think that's about it. Can't remember if I brought anything else. Oh, yes, one other thing, but I don't know if I actually know that I had that or not. So anyway, I'm done. Whoever's next, I'm definitely done.
Yeah, so you go home, you try to nap, you get as much rest as you can, and upon waking up, you see it's only 6 o'clock, so you might as well go. And as that day occurs for everyone, the last of us to hit, while happening simultaneous to everyone, is
Matthias.
what is your name in this? Matthias. Matthias? Yeah. So, you, as well, wake up. There is a already opened letter on your bedside table, with a second note on top of it. The first one that is the first one that is on top of the opened letter, simply says, "I can't go, but I know you'll enjoy it. If nothing else, you'll have stories to tell," with a heart beside it.
This is me using my cool wizard things and being telepathic to the entire world. Why the fuck is his different? I'm just fucking with you.
Because he hasn't read the original letter. There are 2 letters.
Why does he
for
get
him.
2? No, I'm fucking with you.
Alright. Suppose I should see what this is.
And yours says pretty much the same thing. Mrs. Eliza Allister requests your presence for dinner. 7 p.m. Seance to follow.
What's the wax seal seem like?
The wax seal upon yours is 2 grasping hands.
And it does say something about the seance.
Yeah,
Matthias
seance to follow.
is going to kind of run his hands through his hair, go to a mirror, just pour some water on it and look at it, and he goes, "I spend a few minutes debunking a few of these things, and he just keeps sending them towards you. Nothing else going on. Fine.
So, you go about your days, and I want to go around in the order and see how you would get yourself to Mrs. Allister's. Whether it be by a public coach that'll take you to the closest inn, if you find transport yourself, having a horse or a driver, or if you take the train.
I jump into my pre-owned
and walk
Acura
the rest
Legend.
of the way. While you are yourself, you
I don't have a
your
pre-owned
own
Acura
shape.
Legend.
You
I have a
are in
pre-owned
Edwardian
Honda Del
England.
Sol. Yeah. Well,
But
obviously,
you don't have that either.
I'll go
here,
first then,
okay?
since I did it first. I'm probably gonna take the train, cause you know, I ain't got enough money for a private coach or any of that cool stuff. But I do got enough money for a train, and fuck walking.
Okay. And Sir Kian?
Given my subclass, I'm just going to take my horse.
Okay. And
Gascon.
Gascon.
Gascon. It's all the same.
Gascon.
I know how to say
Gascon, Gaskoff.
Uh-huh. Probably just gonna take a carriage.
Okay. Dr. Feline.
I will also be taking a carriage because it's slightly cheaper than the train.
Okay.
Walk.
And Matthias. Okay.
Wait,
So Matthias, you
the
would have to
carriage is
leave the
cheaper than the
earliest.
train?
Yes.
Typically, yeah. Carriage is old. old technology. The train, by
But
being
how far
so
are we
new
going?
and being modern, is actually more expensive. You are going from London
Oh, well,
to
fuck it then.
Richmond.
I
So
thought
you're
I
just
I
outside
had to
of
go
town.
like a pretty far distance. I'm taking the cheapest one that's not walking, but because even over long distances, trains would be cheaper than the carriage because of food.
Hey, Ride. Hey, Ride.
Who's red?
Going by Hayride.
Who's red?
We're going on a pumpkin.
No.
We're going on a
No.
pumpkin hayride.
Is it a haunted
No.
hayride?
Yeah.
You're taking
Are the Peaky
traditional
Blinders
carriage.
gonna stick it up? Oh shit.
Maybe. If we're lucky.
This will turn into a whole different game.
Do I hang on. Do I meet the doctor?
This is gonna be
on
so
the
many
carriage?
different games. Yeah. So everyone riding the carriage, you quickly see as you go on, this carriage usually has 2 stops before turning around, and by the first stop, you are the only ones to remain, other than the driver and his apprentice.
I'm gonna sit there and go, "Hey man, where y'all going? I'm not from around here. I came from the colonies."
Oh, it's clear you're not from around here.
Where y'all heading?
Definitely where?
We're going to a party.
Oh shit, me
a dinner
too.
party. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I know. Like, who would ever invite me to a dinner party? I'm a horrible guest.
Oh, that's so sad.
Fuck you,
Are
Robbie.
you okay?
Are you a
Do
doctor?
help?
Are you?
You know, I check brains for a
Oh,
living.
I think
Yeah.
my brain's alright, but I do got this
Lean forward a
rash.
bit. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can.
Well,
Can
hang.
you open your
Actually,
mouth?
the rash is on my left cheek. Here, can you check this rash for me?
I mean, yes, but I'm out of office. I don't have any of my tools. You could bend over if you like.
I bend
but
over immediately.
I probably won't have anything to do.
And I'm gonna go away.
Aw.
You are in a very small
I am not
carriage with only 2
I am
other
not
seats.
shy.
You don't go away.
I go away.
We all go away.
Look, hey,
Well,
look,
Gas
man,
code
look. I don't
jumps
have a
out
lot of
of the
money. I don't get
moving
to see the
carriage.
doctor very often. They're expensive, and like insurance is tied to your job and stuff. And my job ain't all that good, so just come on, man. If the doctor's willing to check it out, just let me get some free healthcare, man.
well, it does appear that your anatomy is okay. But perhaps you just need to sleep more. Maybe eat something.
Oh man,
Which is good, because
I
you're going
forget-
to a party where you're going to eat
I
something.
forget to do that all the time, man.
I feel that.
Do you
Oh,
prescribe?
see, I feel-
They got this new medicine. They got them over in the States. It's called amphetamines. Do you prescribe those?
You know, you could do cocaine about it.
Do you prescribe that?
I heard that too.
It is the early
does
20th
wonders.
century. That
You
she
can
would
Can I
get
have some?
any
You got
cocaine.
some?
Aqua.
I mean, not on me, but sure, I'll
Hell
prescribe
yeah!
you some.
All right, man. Well, where's your
I think they're more about laudanum,
party at?
or whatever
where's
you
your-
call it.
Laudanum.
Where's
laudanum
your
would
party
be
at?
Laudanum.
Away
Oh,
from
I mean, mine is too.
Cool.
I'm
mean,
asleep, checked
Lovely.
out. I'm checked out of this
What?
whole thing.
He's that person who's seeing something obnoxious on the plane, just like curls up and acts
Hey,
like he's
almost lean
asleep.
over to the doctor and go, I think that guy farted.
Oh no. Someone open the door. Oh, window. It's open. I don't think they open.
There is
Oh,
a
thank
window
God.
that can open.
Does it roll? Do you have to roll it? Shove.
No, it's one of those that like you pull a latch and it like flops down and you think it's about to break, but then you remember it's not actually
Oh.
glass.
That's better.
Oh man, I was
That's
kind of
right.
getting used to it, man. Nothing like methane to start the evening off.
I'm sure you're a fan of many things I haven't learned.
Hey man,
to
if
be
it
a fan of.
if it has meth in it, I am a fan of it.
Now that you guys have all been speaking to each other for a little bit, let me actually have you describe what you look like for
Hang on though, Allie, is this
anyone who
not what
might
I told
ever
you my character
possibly
was gonna
watch
be?
this. So
And I told you, like, when you asked all the
exactly, and I
questions,
love
the
it.
first question was, how do you feel about strangers? And I said, I love strangers. They don't love me.
Yep, I can screenshot
But,
that all for you if you don't believe
Yeah, go
him,
ahead.
because
Describe.
that's
I'll
exactly
not
what
go
he
first this
said.
time.
Oh god.
Nope.
Gascon, before you completely check
Wait.
out.
No.
He's
describe
trying to
your
Google
character.
Gascon real quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to Google it. I'm literally trying to Google it.
He is. Look, he's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now as you're looking at that photograph, explain what
Yeah,
you're
I'm wearing
seeing
a-
and who you are.
Pair of dark slacks, some big heavy boots, you know, a large coat. I guess it's a trench coat, but it's not quite. And it's not annoying.
Would you call
Got
it a duster?
Small. Yeah, duster, really. I have a large black hat. It's like a wide rimmed hat.
Are you a vampire hunter?
No, not yet, not quite.
Not yet.
I was gonna say not yet.
Not Not yet. I ain't seen any vampires yet.
I haven't graduated from vampire hunting school yet, so I can't officially call myself one.
He's working on that degree.
Yeah. And I've got a scarf
But-
that like flaps around me on the other side and it's like a dark shirt thing going on.
He's just hitting us in the face. Just flapping around. Just
This guy.
Yeah, now that you've opened the window every once in a while, it's almost like something's possessing his.
just hitting both
Smacking.
of us in the face.
Yeah, oh, and I've got like
Mhm.
longish white hair. Clean shaven
Oh.
face.
Oh.
And Dr. Philippe.
I look very much like this, but my hair is about waist length, and I usually wear it up anyway. I have gray-green eyes, piercing.
Oh, Pierce.
I tend to look bored all the time. I think that's about it. But yeah, I look pretty much like this. Maybe a little older.
And
Don't call me
Robert.
that. Thank you.
Robbie. Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
so
I don't know
fucking weird.
why.
I'm
Why
not,
did
it's
that?
just Robbie.
Who did that?
Bob.
Yeah, just call me
I can't
Bob.
Bobbert.
Do
Oh,
not.
God.
Bobbert.
That's even worse.
Not that
No.
one.
No,
Bobbert.
that's even worse.
Not that one ever.
Bobert.
Look, this
Go
isn't
there.
your name, Rob. Shut the fuck up.
I know, but I will not allow.
All
right,
any
man.
name Robert
So
to
I
be
got on
called Bob.
a nice pair of like. I got on like some like tan work pants. They're not like fancy slacks, but they're not like full of holes and stuff. They're just, you know, a nice dense khaki fabric. Some worn leather shoes. They don't have holes in them or anything, but they're certainly not shiny and brand new. Got a button up shirt on, buttoned all the way to the top button. And got one of those like hats that's I don't know what hats are called, man, cuz like fashion is foreign to me. But like it's not a bowler hat, but it does go all the way around my head, but it's like flatter.
Oh, a derby
I don't know,
hat?
man.
Maybe.
Like
I don't
short
know,
top
man.
hats?
Maybe.
The
Basically.
Quaker hat.
It's like, but it's not stiff. It's limp like me.
Like
Is
his
it-
dick.
Is it like
Like
Columbo?
I don't know
a
what that
playboy
is.
hat?
You
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know
wearing a
Columbo?
hat, and my
Okay, you're
face
wearing a
Shit.
hat.
looks like this. It's not clean. It's not clean
Nice.
shaven. It's not an unruly beard though. It's maintained. It's not like top class maintained, but it's maintained. It's what I
How did you
Go ahead.
keep?
no go
Sorry,
ahead.
Go ahead. How did you keep the hat from falling off when you bent over?
Oh, trust me. I you know when I originally bought this hat, it was like a size too big, but I'm pretty good with the needle and thread. I took a little bit out, tightened it up a little bit. It fits snug, but it does not
Okay.
cut off all the circulation. So you know, it's a decent, it's a good hat, man.
Okay. Sounds good.
Why are you asking questions?
Also hand.
So, you three.
How? But you had to have.
I could take my pants. I could take my pants off with one hand. That's easy.
So,
When you've got as much experience as me.
you three would.
He is playing himself. Like.
You three would arrive. He really is. I knew I was getting into this when I said okay, but still, I am just a glutton for punishment, apparently. But so, you three would arrive at Mrs. Allister's home first. You come across a wide sweeping old house. Not in any way, shape, or form is it like the bigger old country homes for
The
landed
gentry.
families, uppers. But it is a nicely sized home.
Is it brick?
It looks from coming up the drive, where your carriage brings you to the front, you do pass by a small, what looks to be family graveyard, a couple
Damn, that's dead
yards
people
off
over
the
there.
main home.
Yes, it does appear so.
Sarah, I saw your full development after you
What?
said that, and it was
It
glorious.
does appear to be dead people.
Yes. There are dead people everywhere, probably.
Oh shit, there's dead people in here with us now?
A lot of
Oh,
things
no.
die all the time.
Oh,
Man, this guy's
that's true.
dark, isn't he?
I just killed someone earlier.
And you got away with it?
Actually. Oh, you see, I'm a doctor.
So all I gotta
Get
do
away with
is
it all
put
the time.
DR in front of my name and I can just kill people? This is awesome. This opens up a whole new avenue.
Oh, yes, dear. Actually, I teach classes. If you'd like to be a neuroscientist, just come by the
I don't want to
college.
be no nerd scientist. We don't do that right here.
No. Neuroscientist. It means about
Yeah,
the
nerd.
brain. Oh, Okay, that's fair. I
mean,
asked
that's
that. Is that word common usage at this time of
For
day?
for
No.
a different reason.
This time of day.
It's 9 o'clock.
what's the reason, Brian?
I don't remember. Hang on. I'm looking it up now.
Oh, Brian is the OED now. He's the OED that I'm missing. I miss OED so much.
Oh no, we still
OED, I need you to lower
have
your
like
price.
another 50 years.
Oh,
My bad.
I miss you. Miss the OED. I miss ODB. R.I.P.
Yeah, you know
ODB.
that.
R.I.P.
Old dirty bastard, we miss you.
Oh. Okay.
So you guys arrive there first, and your carriage does you the benefit driving up the main way, since you are the 3 last remaining passengers before they turn back.
Holding up the rear we are. Much like you were doing earlier, sir.
That's a good one. I know it's not a common term that you guys use, but back home where I'm from in this little town, we use the term nerd for guys like you. It ain't caught on. It hadn't caught on
Fair
yet,
enough.
but give it 50 years or so.
I will look forward to it, sir.
Your kids are gonna love
Some
it.
sort of.
Back to the Future reference.
Roll
Check.
credits. I know. There you go.
Back to the
There you
Future.
go.
Yeah. So, you get there, the driver kind of shrugs at your comment about holding up the rear, and says, technically we're supposed to go further down, but no one else needed to, so.
Oh man, I'm sorry that
You're
we
no
brought you all the
worries.
way out here, man. I know you're probably just trying to get home. You know.
Oh, I probably won't go home for another 2
Oh,
or
for
3
real,
days.
man?
We'll pick up more
We'll pay you
passengers at the ends.
handsomely.
You got like
I will anyway.
you got like
They
a
just
lunch
go
and
back
stuff,
and forth
man. Are
and
you
back
good?
and
You
forth
set?
and ping pong. I mean, I eat on the rides.
Do you need me to like go kill you
I
a
just have to
squirrel or
make sure
something?
the
Get you some meat?
horses are cared for. No,
Okay,
no.
man, I make a mean
had
squirrel.
porridge at the last inn. You're good.
Yeah, man, I'm making my
Aren't you
famous
on your
squirrel,
way
man.
to
You
a
should
dinner
stop in.
party?
I didn't know this was going to be a comedy night.
I only learned yesterday that it was going to be a comedy night because
Rob's
Rob's like,
famous
"Hey,
mac
I'm going
and
to play
squirrel."
myself."
I don't know if it's famous.
But
Get
you get
off.
off, you go to the door. Yeah. Who would be the one to
Wink.
beside the door there's a
I will totally
fabric
do it
pull
unless
cord
somebody
for a
else
bell.
like gets to it before me.
I do it before he does.
He's probably
I
He's-
reach for it, and then I see them.
no,
do it,
he's
and I'm
probably
like,
way quicker than me, so I don't even attempt it because he's like just so he probably has way better decks than I do.
he smacks your hand away.
He probably just has way
He's
better
like,
decks,
"Fuck you."
so he probably is just like there in a heartbeat.
No, my dex is -1.
Fight for it.
If we're going by dex, mine is probably higher than both of yours. But I'm not gonna go there.
Are you guys going to
Okay.
measure to see whose dex is bigger?
In 3 seconds, who grabs the...
Gascon pulls the cord.
It's always gonna be mine.
I pull the cord.
Okay. You hear a simple chime and a kind of
He's in the middle of having age. Got it.
gentleman opens
It wasn't me.
the door, and you see tall, middle-aged man with quite sunken
I'm gonna look at him and goes, "Your name Woodhouse?"
And he's wearing a thick, dark suit. I'm trying to ignore you.
It burns,
so
it burns,
bad.
it burns, it burns, it
Jolly
burns.
good.
AIDS in the pool.
Fuck you. He's wearing a thick suit, but all three of you roll a perception.
I would like to proceed. 15.
5. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's
Okay.
going on around me, man.
Sarah?
Sorry.
Nope. She 100% disappeared for a moment there.
There's ghosts in here. I swear
Que
to God.
sera, sera?
Okay,
Whatever will
so
Yeah.
Robbie, you're unaware of this, but Dr. Helene and Gascon, quite plainly, you see that from his shoulders to his hands in his suit are nearly bulging, like it's quite stiff on him, quite tight on the muscles, and the hand that is grabbing the doorknob is quite obviously a gorilla hand.
I don't notice this at all.
And he leans out and says, "Ah, you are the first to arrive. Thank you for answering the
Oh man,
mistress's
I'm
call.
totally. If she
Please
killed my old lady, I'm
follow
all
me."
about her.
And he holds his arm out, inviting you into the entryway and into what is a well
That's what they say
filled
about me.
lounge. There's
There's a
already a roaring fireplace, a couple chairs, couches. You see some taxidermy givings of a hunt, some deer, foxes, as well as this creature that looks like a wolf, but not. It's larger than a wolf's head would be, while also being
Can I roll investigation
somehow
on that?
more
I've seen
delicate.
these before.
Hell yeah.
You can roll an investigation. Anyone
I'm
else
sure
who wants to
I've
roll
seen
an
this
That's a
investigation
27.
can also,
Let me just.
That's a 27.
yeah.
That's a 25.
Okay.
Oh God. Why? Land. 19.
Okay. Oh,
God
you just
damn it.
barely don't know what this is, but Robbie and Gascon,
Shit.
this is the
Oh.
head of a werewolf.
I did guess that.
But the butler kind of does a gentle bow after all three of you walk in and says, "The others should be arriving momentarily. Please let me know if there are any drinks you want. There are already poured beverages on the buffet behind you." And you see champagne flutes, a couple pre-mixed whiskey drinks, as well as like cranberry water basin that like has fresh
well, before
berries
we
and water infusing.
go to the other people arriving, I'm gonna lean over to Gascon and go, looking at the werewolf and go, "I hear they got a bunch of teenage ones of these in London." wonder if that's where this one came. I wonder if that's where this one came from.
Warren Zevon over here.
Can I just? I'm just not gonna say anything and ignore. What
That's
he just
fair,
said.
because that's exactly how this would play out in real life.
Oh God, this is what I signed up for.
Do you want me to
agreed
put a picture of this
Okay,
so that people can see it?
it's gonna be developing so
Okay.
rapidly. This is more
Okay.
so for you guys than we don't need. The stream can do theater
Alright.
of the mind, but having some kind of an idea, that's for you. So periodically I'll be sending you pictures in the chat of things for us to know and the viewers to assume. But so next fastest would be Sir Kian. So you on your horse would get there actually in decent time. You probably would pass by the simple black 2-horse drawn carriage with 2 gentlemen directing as you ride through. And it would be just around 6:30. So the sun is in the process of setting as you ride to this house in Richmond. You see the same thing, graveyard a couple yards off. Not a big manor house, but a decently sized house for someone of society. You would
Whoa, we
get off
didn't
your
get into
horse
bestiality
and
here.
No, she said get off your horse, not get your horse off.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
You would see a barn boy come from the side and grab the reins as you got off and say, do you want me to put him in the stables for the night while you're with the mistress?
Yeah, that'll be fine, but make sure he's well fed and taken care of.
Of course. We'll take the best care. And he walks your horse off as you go up to pull the door knocker.
Did we say what
chime.
Sir Kian looks like yet? Because it's
Yeah, I haven't entered yet. I'm getting ready to ring the doorbell, which I do now. I'm gonna pull.
Okay. As you pull, the bell chimes, and the butler comes to you as well. You see the same thing. Tall, quite slender gentleman in a thick suit. Roll a
she's
perception
trying so hard
to see if you notice.
She's trying so hard not to say
quite
slender man.
obvious monkey arms.
He's a slender man. He's slender man.
That's an 11.
Dr. Moreau's monster, or Dr. Zhivago's monster.
11.
11. You thank the Lord
11, so
notice
shut the
that
fuck
this
up.
guy has gorilla arms.
But
he quickly ushers you into the house, directs you into the same lounge where our other members are mingling. So if you would describe yourself.
You'll see what you presume is a man in a large suit of armor that is solid black with a shield in one hand and a long sword on his hip enter and make his way to what I presume is the bar.
I'm gonna lean over to the doctor and
Yeah.
go, shit, I feel underdressed.
There's a bar on the back.
I mean,
Well, I am a knight.
he is the knight.
Wait, this guy's a knight? Like,
Apparently.
Yes.
you met the queen? Oh shit,
Yes.
It's possible.
that's cool, man.
Wait,
Yeah.
is it okay at this time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's
Prince
Edwardian.
well,
it's
King
Edward, not Victoria.
King Edward and yeah, Victoria's later.
Yeah.
Right? Later.
No, Victoria's
After.
before.
I think it's after.
We're before.
Oh, she's before. Oh, okay.
Victoria's before.
You met the
just
king?
Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes.
Oh man. Is he like king? Is he like kingly and shit?
Well, he is.
I
the
know,
king.
but like, is he cool though?
I cannot disclose.
Man, they really keep this. They keep this guy like sewn up tighter than
France has an entire spy network trying to decide whether or not the king is cool. They just can't fucking figure it out. This motherfucker's. He could be. We don't know.
Do you mean he needs a jacket? What is wrong? I don't understand. Why do you keep using these weird words?
I told you, man. I'm not
Don't
from here.
understand. Oh, that's fair.
I'm from the colonies, man. We got a little bit of a different lingo over there.
Oh, that explains the butt thing.
Yeah, we're not quite so like we just let it happen, man. It's kind of how the revolution happened. We just let it happen.
Is that why you don't shave?
I mean,
The butt.
oh, that.
Just the butt hair.
Well, no, that comes more so down to socioeconomic things.
I see.
And while this conversation is going on, Matthias, you
Okay.
would be the last to arrive. And you would probably... It hasn't rained too terribly, but you are walking through English countryside. So, your shoes and trousers are pretty well mudded. Not overly so, unless you were intentionally being very careless in your walking, which I wouldn't put past, but if you're just walking normally, it wouldn't be
Okay.
too terribly soiled. You would be a little worn
Sure.
by the time you get there, as it wasn't the longest walk. You live not too far outside of town, but you do live outside of town, so it wasn't as difficult, but you do take just 2 points of damage from the minor excursion.
Okay.
But you do come to the house. You see small, what looks to be family graveyard as you walk past, and towards the main house. And you reach the front door. Same as everyone's seen, there is a fabric cord to pull as a doorbell.
I'll pull it.
And the butler comes out, opens the door, says, "Oh, you didn't take much time at all. Please come in. Your new companions are waiting in
Sure.
the lounge."
All right. I
Roll
get advantage on
a
perception checks.
perception.
So that is a 26. I'm gonna kind of look at him and quietly
he
say,
has gorilla arms.
Did you used to travel with that, or is this a new kind of gig? Or...
This is years old, back when the lady found me previously working on the trains.
Just something to keep in mind. There's
offered
good
me
money in that
this,
kind of thing.
so.
You could travel around, see the country, and people pay good money to see that. It's surprisingly profitable.
Yeah, I've heard of a couple bands.
Not to presume you're
take
looking,
use of
just
it,
saying.
but
I mean,
it's
opportunities.
yeah. No, the lady is honestly a wonderful person. But please, come and join the others. And he directs you into the lounge where everyone has gathered. Please describe what
Matthias
they
is a
see as you
relatively
walk through.
tall, skinny individual, somewhat sunken features.
Fucking Slender Man, I knew it.
Longer, not quite shoulder length hair, but somewhere between shoulder length and past ears. Darker, but with streaks of gray in it. Dark gray eyes, thin lips. He's dressed in walking boots, thin trousers, probably pinstriped, a buttoned-up shirt, a tie, a vest, as well as an overcoat that goes down to right above the back of his knees. That disgusting body part. So
I'm gonna once again lean into the doctor and go, damn, I really feel underdressed.
I mean, he is soiled. It's that normal, like, stage presence attire.
It looks like he's all for show.
Wait, there's gonna be a show tonight?
Maybe.
I don't like the way you just said that.
I really do need something to happen after I killed a man.
I mean, they said there would be a seance.
I know. I was going to talk to him
there's
and tell
gonna
him
be
I'm
science
sorry.
here?
Oh, yes.
You're a
Lots of
doctor, you know all about
science.
this.
Fake
Can you
and
fill me in on
otherwise.
this stuff when it happens? Sweet.
Of course.
I mean, if you would consider the unnatural silence.
What silence?
Science, sorry. Freudian slip.
And parties.
Whatever the thing is.
You were right.
Floridian.
Fuck off.
Floridian slip.
Floridian slip. That's perfect. I'm gonna use that.
That's when you go, what do you mean you have heat in your house?
Is there an alligator behind you? Or are you just happy to see me?
I still haven't seen one of those yet, and I'm very mad about it.
How? What?
Because I don't live where they're near.
Dude, I saw an alligator like the first day
I didn't
I
even
was
live
in
by alligators and I saw them. All the time.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen one.
My ex's family lived in Naples. That's like hoity-toity Snootyville. And
I live
still
like-
I saw it.
Also,
I live
the
like 10 minutes
alligators.
from Naples.
If we're lucky tonight, we get to see a grenade-gator, though.
Oh, yeah. I thought we were going to see a bazooka door.
That's what I was hoping for, but Allie said no. Apparently, grenade-gator's the only way to go.
All right. Fair enough.
You would not have a bazooka
Wouldn't-
at a fucking
wouldn't we,
dinner
though?
party.
Wouldn't we, though?
You cannot justify that. Also,
They had
an
bazookas.
Edwardian at an Edwardian dinner party. It was enough that I allowed Robbie.
Hang on.
I
hey,
couldn't allow Robbie
look,
and...
my attire is
and-
period. Most of the things that I'm doing are period. I'm not coming out here talking about
No,
computers and stuff.
What? What computer?
You did make a car joke, though.
What's
I made a
that?
what joke?
A car joke?
Yeah.
That was before he introduced himself.
I'm gonna start taking
Fair.
notes. Some of these sound interesting.
All right. So we're all here now.
Yeah, so you're all there. It probably wouldn't be too long, just a couple minutes before a late middle-aged woman comes in through the side door, same door you all came into this lounge through. And you all roll a history for me to see to what degree you know who invited you.
24.
18.
21.
25.
21.
8.
Okay, so Dr. Philippe, you would recognize the name. It's a name that you have heard at various pubs and inns in your colleagues. Like you recognize the name. You know she is someone of import, but you don't quite know anything about her. Brian, so Matthias, Robbie, and Gascon, whatever. You three would all know that she is recently widowed, a patron of spiritualism who within the past 5 years has become something of a popular medium in and of herself, typically performing seances for small
I'm
parties
gonna lean in and go,
in the city.
I've seen that
in
lady
London.
on flyers around town. You think this is a scam?
Yes, the whole thing's a scam.
Probably.
I hope so.
You guys
Fun.
didn't put any money up front, did you?
No, not yet.
Money? I don't have any of that.
You're a doctor.
So this is finally going. Matthias would have been bored by
Not that
all of
kind.
this up to this point, but hearing Robert say this stuff, he's going to lean in and say this is exactly how it works. So they get you in. They'll have there's a thing called cold reading. They'll find some detail, or they've already done some research on you, make you think that they've got information on you, and then we'll lure you in and make you come back for counseling and guidance, and then suddenly the requests for money come. It's much more of a slow burn if it's effective.
My dude.
It seems like this lady's.
Hey man,
Yes.
we got something different where I'm from. You ever heard of a snake oil salesman?
It's exactly.
Yeah, we got
that's
those
exactly
everywhere.
Yes.
You know, it's like we need
I
the government to like regulate it so that like we know what's what, but we don't have that yet.
Well, so here's this is the slippery thing about this is with snake oil salesman, there's actual substance that you can test but these are just words. It's really hard to regulate that, to say that someone can or cannot speak with the dead. It's unprovable, and that's the insidious nature of it.
Well, you should ask those how early Edwardian are we? How early and late Edwardian are we? Where are we?
Are we Ed, or Eddie?
We
So we're really
we're
dumb.
dumb.
Guardian, and you
We're double D?
are around. The war has started. So early World War I.
Oh, nerds
so
not
like
as far off as I thought.
1914, 1915.
I'm gonna be like,
Yeah. No.
about the when you were talking about the words. Don't let there's a group down in Italy that's getting pretty popular. Don't let them know that. They're pretty they just say all words that they don't like. They just shut them down.
Oh,
It's okay. The Allies will win. It's fine.
Allies. Wrong war.
Shit.
Oh no, Adam's gone. There he is.
I pressed the wrong button.
God dang
But
it,
yeah,
Florida.
Fuck off.
I feel comfortable now with Matthias talking.
Are you?
I do too.
Are you?
What's your name?
sorry. Matthias. I'm Matthias.
Are you single?
Yeah, god damn it.
Afraid not. Flattered at the offer.
It's always the taken ones.
Taken in.
It's okay, I think I'm gay.
Wouldn't.
But I can't say that out loud. I am drunk, though.
Wouldn't know
Sorry,
anything about
carry
that.
on.
So.
Carry on.
This wasn't me. This wasn't me this time. I didn't do this shit.
So Kian, as she walks in, you recognize her, and know a little more about her recent claim to fame as a medium. You would know a couple stories of the seances she's had, and that several disbelievers, misbelievers, what would the word be of that? People who don't believe would have
Skeptics.
tried to prove her wrong and failed each time.
Shun. Anyway.
But she walks in. She is quite tall with slender features, and she is wearing a simple black high-collared gown, and says, "Thank you so much for joining me. I hope it wasn't too much of an impediment to bring you here."
Enjoyed the ride a lot. Got to
I
see a
finally got
lot.
my butt looked at.
Oh. I thought it might be good to bring a doctor along.
We don't have
maybe...
we don't have really good healthcare where I'm from. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
To be fair, the healthcare isn't very good where I am either.
To be fair.
Yeah, it's a wonder many of us spiritualists have not been institutionalized, but typically it's because of money, as with all things.
It is a wonder.
But please, I have left you waiting long enough. Come see what my new cook has prepared for us.
Is it a squirrel?
Oh, lovely.
And
If you guys really want squirrel, I make a mean squirrel. I can just go out back. I can just magic missile one real quick and.
I've seen your butt. I don't know what squirrels you're feeding it, but.
Aren't squirrels typically mean on their own?
Not all of them. Sometimes
Are there
the pets.
squirrels in England at this time?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Hang on a second.
Allie, thank you,
Like,
Brian.
I
Thank
was
you.
just like, is it like the raccoon
If you'll just
thing?
give me a moment. Robert, do you think that there was a mass exodus of squirrels to England later in history?
Yes. Like, have you seen
I'm sorry,
raccoons? Raccoons. All I gotta say is raccoons.
Raccoons.
I don't know.
The squirrels said, "Fuck America! All these colonists are coming. We're getting on the boat and going back." What?
Like, come on. Horses weren't in America until people brought them.
So
They came on the Mayflower.
she looks at you all and she says, "Please follow me. I'm sure you'll be delighted with what she's made for us." And she brings you in across the main hall into a small dining room with just enough seats for everyone.
Shotgun.
And there are windows to the front of the house. And there's also a small cutout window that looks into what can't be the main kitchen of the house, but a small kitchen where you can feel the warmth of the fire going, and you see a quite short woman with green skin and high pointed ears chopping at a cutting board, and if you walk up to the window, you see she's not actually standing at the cutting board, but she's standing upon a stack of old medical textbooks.
Oh, must be a condition.
Roll a either perception or perception or history. Anyone who's interested in kind of trying to peek through the windows to see
19.
what this chef is preparing.
15.
28 on perception.
A 17 on history.
17 on perception.
Okay. So, actually, everyone who rolled perception, you would definitely see it almost looked like her ears are sewn on as transplant of some kind. You can't place the animal the ears are from, but you can see that stitch mark alongside one of the ears that goes along the jawbone and back.
What about those of us who rolled history?
Oh dear.
So rolling history,
I got a 19.
you've heard tale. Actually, everyone succeeded in what they were doing, but the ones who are history-based, you would have heard stories of a couple newer doctors from the New World
I resent
surgeries,
that phrase.
performing surgeries which spliced animal appendages. There's no good way to say that. Animal appendages to human bodies, for one reason or another, be it musculature, better hearing, better sight, what have you. But...
TLDR, we putting tails on butts.
Alright. I'm gonna lean over to Robert and be...
Who?
Whatever you want your name to be.
You know what my name is.
Well, it says Robert on...
I didn't know how long it would take him to go full Robbie, because I wondered if he was going to try to hide it from you, so I didn't make his name Robbie, obviously.
Gotcha. Well, now it's Robert on the screen, and it gives me free reign to call him Robert, which he hates, so I'm going to do it.
It felt so strange saying Robert the first couple times. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it does feel weird, but I'm going to lean over and go, "Good sir, are you familiar with these sort of creatures?"
Man, where I'm from is the Wild West, man. They do anything to anybody over there, man. I seen tails on butts. I seen gills on necks. I've seen cow udders on people's stomachs, man. They just put shit anywhere and everywhere, man.
Well, what about ears?
I mean, yeah, I guess if you want somebody to be able to hear better, I don't know how it works. You might want to ask the doctor over here. She might know better than me. I just know that they do it. I don't know what it is. It's not really my area of expertise. But you might ask the doctor. She might know.
What are your passive perceptions?
All of us?
Anyone who's listening or participating in this little conversation.
10.
I'm
Mine's
listening,
21.
so...
You say 21?
16.
Yeah.
16.
What?
He probably has observant like I usually take.
14.
Rob, what was yours?
16.
Uh-oh. Oh, I got
Robbie?
stuck.
Oh, I'm participating in the conversation, right?
Yeah, but still, what's your passive?
Oh, man, my
perception?
perception is 12, but my passive investigation is like 18.
Okay.
I have a lot of
So
smarts, but I'm not very wise.
Anyone who rolled under 15, can you roll me a D100?
You mean you mean anyone whose passive perception is under 15?
Is under 15.
Okay. A D100?
Yeah.
Chaos dice are pretty
53.
Okay.
Just 3.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I had 3 out of 100.
Any questions?
I think I failed the test.
Were you the only ones who rolled under, or who had a passive perception under?
Sarah.
I got 48.
Okay. And yeah, Rob and Brian, you're good. Yours are over.
Also, when they would have been having that conversation, looking at the doctor, seeming as the most likely person to have read a book in this room, I would have walked up to her and been like, I could have sworn we were coming to Eliza McAllister's house, not Mary Shelley's.
I guffaw.
Do I hear this?
No, you're actively in another conversation.
Horse cock!
But, so...
Don't talk about my horse that way.
Robbie, Sir Kian, and Dr. Feline. You three are the first to have a little bit of a madness effect from the sights you're seeing.
You think it's from this? It's been happening the whole time, baby.
So Robbie.
Yo.
I'm coming to you last, but it's
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Reasons.
Go ahead.
So, Sir Kian, you, upon walking in the room, having this conversation a little bit, and looking up, you see the chef again with her ears, and you see that scar, and you are paralyzed. You retreat into your mind and are just frozen in anxiety. You're only like this for 6 seconds, so by the time everyone's aware, you just breathe it off. Dr. Feline, you pull into your pocket and feel a pocket watch in your hand and just click it open and closed and open and closed and open and closed rapidly, as you would with something when you were studying, and when that anxiety hit, when you didn't know a question or an answer, or were called to perform for the first time. That anxiety hits you, and you just click through as a self-soothing. But it only lasts for 6 seconds. And then you don't feel that clammy heartbeat any longer. And you shake it off. The day must be getting to you.
This is too
But
real.
Robbie,
What up?
you motherfucker, do the most Robbie thing while not being Robbie at all. You would roll an attack just to like backhand slap Sir Kian.
Hell yeah.
So just roll an unarmed attack.
That is a... What even is it? 22.
Oh,
Does that
damn.
hit?
Oh, yeah, that actually hit.
I was gonna say, your armor is kinda your thing, so
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. I was like, "You're not gonna hit shit." Like,
I rolled
Yeah,
a 19 and I have +3 to unarmed strike.
So yeah, Sir Kian, take 1 point of damage.
Ow.
But
Why
that
did I do that?
happens- Yeah, and you have no idea. Something came over you in the moment.
I'm gonna look at Sir King
But
and
now
go,
it's gone, and you have no idea why you just slapped a knight.
I'm gonna look at him and go, shit man, I'm sorry, it's not the first time this has happened, it won't be the last.
Then allow me to return the favor, good sir. And I'm gonna try to slap him.
I am gonna cast invisibility.
And in just the flash of a second, Robbie, your spell is counterspelled and dissipates. And cast person comes up, or not cast, hold person comes up and holds back Sir Kian's hand. And
Do I feel this happen, my spell counterspell?
yeah.
I immediately go, what kind of horse shit is this? I come from a free country where we're free. Who the fuck is holding me? This is unacceptable.
And
You better be
standing
large.
beside you is Mrs. Eliza Allister and says, please, I lessened a lot for you people. Let us have a meal. Stop gawking at my cook. And she kind of leans to dropping hold person, lead everyone to the table.
What do you mean you lessened a lot? I don't know what the hell. I honestly, as Robbie in real life, don't know what the hell you just said.
She lessened a lot of guards in the house. A lot of
Oh, that was a bad
protection.
idea. Okay, sorry. That was Robbie in real life did not know what that meant. So, all right.
Yeah, you could. But she leads you to the table.
I call shotgun. That means I get the other head table seat. I called it.
Do you all come to the table?
I'm gonna take a seat
Sure.
and I'm like, I'm not sure how rank works in the new world, but proceed.
This isn't the new world, man.
Exactly. So why are you at the head?
Because I called shotgun.
Is that how ranking works? What is shotgun?
Pulls out gun.
It's not a rank, man. It's dibs.
What is dibs?
What is dibs? You're so funny. You just keep saying funny things.
See, this is
funny.
See,
funny,
this is why we had a revolution in the first place. Y'all just keep thinking we're funny, man.
Oh, you're hilarious! Oh, so funny. The
Matthias-
colonies are riled tonight.
Matthias is ignoring all of this and sitting as close as he can to Eliza to keep an eye on her.
Mm-hmm.
Look for any tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Roll just a general perception.
It's just like in real life.
I'm gonna sit
As close to Eliza as
next
possible.
to Matthias since the other head of the table is taken.
Yeah,
26.
damn right, shotgun.
Pulls
You said
out gun again.
26?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you don't see anything abnormal. Or strange.
Mhm.
She looks to be a new member of society, not old, like an old house or a long-standing anything, but
New money.
New money.
new money.
New money.
But nothing looks off about her. She seems to be
When
quite
did the
put
Titanic
together.
happen?
1912. It's been happening.
Yeah.
It been done happen.
Been done
They're
happen.
cold at the bottom of the ocean.
It been done happen. Nobody knows what happened to that old lady.
She's still young
Hey.
at this point.
Oh shit, you're right.
Hey, mommy DM, since we're sitting down, can we take a break and go pee pee?
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you very much.
We can take a
All right,
halfway
everybody.
break.
We'll BRB.
Yeah. Let's jam. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
If I run away, it's because I gotta go poopy.
Okay.
If I run away,
How can you
it's
go
'cause I'm
poopy if you're
scared.
not
I'm
eating
scared.
much food? There can't be no poop left.
You're gonna run away on your
Lettuce.
birthday? Is it that bad of a party?
Lettuce. By the way, happy birthday, Robert.
Happy
Yeah,
I just
Rob.
did
happy
that.
birthday, Bobbert.
Baboski.
Hey, Babowski.
Babowski.
Happy birthday, man.
Barry Manilow.
Shit.
Okay. So we all, everyone has sat down at the table, and after a few moments, the butler comes out again with the chef at his side. It is pretty much a difference. He is roughly around 6.5, 7 foot tall.
Swoon.
While she is maybe 3 feet tall.
Swoon.
But they come around as you're sitting at the table,
When I come around.
and together, in what seems to be a quite practiced way, they go through the table and serve you 2 plates. One with a kind of yellow, creamy looking soup,
Mm.
and a second with some small, crusty, chewy bread.
I
And
do
Eliza
like my
lifts her hands and says, "Please, please, have your fill."
I put
I
all the
do-
bread into the soup, and I eat it.
Can I
I do,
I want to roll whichever one you want, investigation or arcana on either of the soup or the bread.
You got cocaine in this?
What are you trying to perceive with
Make
this
sure this
roll?
make
Whether
sure
or not
this shit
there's
ain't
cocaine in
spiked.
it.
Magically or unmagically.
That would be perception.
How could that not be investigation?
Unless you are... I
Because
was
you do it
about to
with
say,
your
unless
hands
you are
versus your eyes.
taking a taste and like trying to denote if it's some kind of known poison that you're aware of, or if it tastes off. You can't investigate without tasting it.
In the same vein, I'd like to maybe roll insight on the people who gave us the food to see if they seem like shifty or they know something we
My
don't.
perception roll
Okay.
was a 19.
Okay. It looks like soup and bread.
what?
17 on insight.
They seem to be a well-practiced pair who have probably been doing this for quite some time.
I ship it.
What do I have to roll to put alcohol in the soup?
You can try a sleight of hand if you're hiding it, or you can just do it.
I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
I take out a flask. I pour some alcohol of some kind into the soup, and then
Eliza looks at you and says, "Oh dear, you didn't have to do that. I know today was a rough one. Excuse me, Jonathan, can you bring..." And the taller butler comes by with a full glass of wine, as well as a small glass of some kind of brandy of sorts.
Okay. I'm still gonna eat this and also drink that.
I don't eat or
And then
I
it'll
don't
be
eat or
enough.
drink anything. Expressly against the good
Same.
doctor's wishes from earlier.
Well, not against her wishes,
You weren't there.
but for reasons.
You don't know.
I just think.
This is good soup.
Never mind.
Good soup.
You should have some crusty with your creamy. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like that's supposed to be a sex thing, but
It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be.
So you are all served your soups, and whether you ate them or not. I hate that I have chat open right now, so I'll just say that's happening. But
You can see it.
after a while, the two of them, the pair, come out again, and this time they serve what is some kind of curried meat and rice dish.
I go, oh, that's too exotic. I can't eat this.
that's
Yeah,
par for the course.
Once again, I'm not eating for reasons.
I filled up on bread, but I'm gonna eat it anyway.
I'm gonna look at Alistair and go, y'all got any chicken? But like a live chicken. I'll take care of all the parts myself.
Oh, please, no. I can definitely have some. What kind of way would you like the chicken prepared?
My way. That's why I need the chicken.
Oh, if you insist, I'm sure that we can figure something out. It might not be as quick.
Oh, trust me, I've got it down.
Give us a moment.
30 minutes is cooked.
Why?
Killed, defeathered,
Tell him
skinned,
no.
cooked.
Just tell him no.
You know from your way you're traveling, there are no farms nearby. She can't access a chicken.
Then I'm good.
She's just being polite.
Then I'm good.
But yeah, so the next dish was this curried rice.
Is he jerking
Hey,
it over there?
real quick though. What the hell
What was
is that?
Rob?
Oh, I just wanted to point out that Brian is probably pooping.
Do you not have chat open?
Yes.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
That's he
Yeah, I
already
have it
said
open.
that's what's happening.
Yeah,
He's
you're obviously not
he's got
watching
Philly
that.
filling in.
But listen.
Have you
There's-
muted us, Rob? Is that why you don't check your
Sarah,
messages?
I don't know if you've noticed Sarah,
Yes.
but he's got Philly filling in for him there.
I see her. She's looking judgmentally at the
Yeah.
camera. Just like Dad.
Kitty! What's up, kitty? No, but for real, like that's for people in the future who can't see the chat because we don't have a chat log on our VODs.
Well, also this is
Brian.
not associated to that chat, so
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is it the Yalmora
No.
chat that you're in?
It's the Eldritch.
Oh.
Oh,
Why is it not showing
I
up
have
for me?
I don't have Facebook up.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't like you guys
that's
anymore.
why.
Goodbye.
My internet wasn't connected. That's why.
But yeah, so
Did you
The
have a good
second-
poop?
It was all right. What did I miss?
the second course came through. The first course was just a soup and bread. This next course is a curried meat and rice dish.
Matthias is
Cultural
eating, but
appropriation.
just enough to not seem rude. Like he doesn't want to consume all of it.
I am not eating it at all.
I'm
It's
consuming all of it like a ravenous beast.
much too exotic for me.
I pour some of the soup into the vial for safekeeping later,
Uh-huh.
but I'm still gonna eat it. It's full of alcohol now. I have to.
What is
It
this,
is,
barley?
it is indeed.
No, it's not barley. I'm a neuroscientist, and I killed someone today, and I really need a drink, like several.
Neuroscience has only come so far.
That's fair. It's not fair, but it is fair. But it's not.
Don't you guys just like chop off people's lobes at this point?
No. 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 I'm a computational neuroscientist.
Oh, woody wuddy?
I study brains.
How they work, or
Kind of a bit of that, and also a lot of papers about how we think and feel and see and lots of things that nobody else gives a shit about. But I do. It's very frustrating, which is why I need alcohol.
You know, it's actually funny that you mentioned that, though, because I think that it's extremely important in perhaps unraveling the mysteries of folks like our esteemed host here.
It's a shame you're married.
Not married.
What? What?
Just spoken for.
Oh.
And from the other
Oh.
side of the table, or no, she was. You had sat closest to her.
Mm-hmm.
But you would hear Eliza speak up and say, "You know, I heard of this quite popular book. The Interpretation of Dreams was just republished in English."
Oh, I've heard of that.
I have not.
Mostly
What am I
poppycock.
talking about?
How do you think of? He's a German scientist, right?
Sigmund?
Yes, that's the name.
Oh, that guy.
He's quite obsessed with his mother, though.
I'm
Don't
gonna
you
butt in.
think?
I'm gonna butt in,
Someone-
and
bit.
this is completely out of character for what you've seen so far, but completely true. He's actually Austrian.
Interesting.
Oh, they've got lipizzaners there. Dancing horses.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Either way, for someone
Are
who
you a horse girl now too?
No! I just think it's neat. They dance. They do ballet.
What do y'all have against horses?
for someone who proclaims to see homosexuality as some form of mental deviation, he sure does have an obsession with phallic images.
I can't find myself disagreeing with that. You are quite true, Matthias.
I just think it's a European thing. We ain't got that problem in the States.
You don't have what
Any
problem
of
in
it.
the States.
We're way.
You mean phallic imagery?
Yeah, no, we have tons of that. But that's just.
I was gonna say, don't you have a giant
no
green
horses?
lady sticking up
But
with
that's
her arm
just-
in the air? It's
I
a
think
bit-
you also just put something next to your capital.
That's just because we appreciate it.
But not horses.
Oh no, dude, we
Listen,
love
I'm-
horses, man.
Far be it from me to
Okay.
tell
Lots
anyone
of
that they
wild
shouldn't.
ones.
Far be it from me to tell anyone they shouldn't appreciate phalluses. I'm just saying, if you're going to do it, you should own it.
Hey, Rob,
Who?
roll a Constitution for me. Constitution saving throw.
Son of a bitch. Okay, 17.
Okay. So
Oh fuck! Something happened to me. Like,
you hear. Just a music box playing.
Is this copyrighted?
No,
It's me,
it sounds.
Brian.
It sounds like some public domain stuff.
But
you hear-
bless you.
In the background.
Thank you.
A music box start playing. It doesn't seem that anyone else can hear this, so you can keep it to yourself or share, but you do hear it coming back from the main entryway.
I stand up. Hold my hand up to my head because I'm like get like a slight headache, and I'm just gonna walk that way.
Eliza will stand up as you do and say, "Oh, drat, is that old thing starting again? Give me one moment. Please, have a seat." And she kind of leads you towards an armchair that's near the front. And she goes into the lounge where you had just been. And you can see through the doorway that she grabs hold of a music box, which has a porcelain top that looks like a horse rearing on its hind legs and just standing. You know for a fact that that wasn't on the mantle when you just left. But she picks it up and she looks beneath it and seems to hit a switch to stop it, sets it back on the mantle, and leans over to you
Don't
and
stop.
says, "It does have the same music as Eileen's. I am so very sorry. That was a mistake on my part." And
That wasn't there before.
"Oh, that's been there for ages, dear. Are you feeling okay?"
What are you playing at?
"There's no game, dear. Come, you'll miss the festivities. Rest and catch your breath, but we'll be getting together soon." And she walks back into the
I like to
dining
roll
room.
perception to see if I hear that.
Okay, roll a perception.
With a passive perception of 21, would I have?
Only just. You would have been able to hear that a conversation was going on, and that it seems like Eliza brushed whatever was happening off.
Does he hear the word? Does he hear the
didn't hear
word
details.
games?
No.
Fuck! I'm trying to do shit here and I can't do nothing.
Cool. I'm glad it's
I
happened.
told everyone from the beginning. This is my game.
You said there weren't no games.
So,
Rhonda.
there are games. There are always games afoot. But, so, she goes back, leaves you on the armchair, to kind of recollect, and the more you sit, the more you say to yourself, "I must just have missed it earlier and not seen it. Things don't just appear and disappear."
Is there a glass vase on the table or anything where we're sitting?
There is a decorative silver vase sitting on the table that is filled with quite artfully crafted paper flowers.
I'm gonna pull this dried rose out of my pocket. It's all crumpled up and mashed up because it's been in my pocket. And I'm gonna put it in the vase, and I'm gonna go. Now I'm just gonna go. This really brightens up the room. It's dead. It's dead as hell and dry. It is in no way a good-looking rose.
Was that in your pocket?
Yeah.
Is Robbie the
Why?
Manic Pixie Dream Girl?
Why is it in there? You silly man.
Oh, I can't.
You
I
make
have
silly words with your
really
silly
bad
flowers.
flatulence. Usually the petals sometimes keep the smell down.
So it was you that farted
Oh,
in the
hell
carriage
yeah.
earlier. I should have known. Funny man. You do need to eat better though. It was atrocious. I think something died in there.
Yeah. That chicken.
With that, Eliza has walked back in.
As far as I understand, in the colonies, the only thing they have to eat over there are beans, potatoes, and beef. Is that correct?
Oh, we got chicken too.
Makes sense.
And
Awesome.
so
Hang on.
we,
Hang on. Let's wait for Adam to get back. Hang on.
I'm back.
Hang on.
I
Hang
don't
on.
know why. I should be back.
Okay,
you are
then
Yeah,
continue.
you are.
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you.
so
Robbie's this game's live. so-
Eliza gets back into the room and says, let's get the festivities to hand, and we'll have after supper drinks following.
Festivities.
Yes, the seance, of course.
Is that like a festival or a game? Or like a
Oh,
a
you are
carnival?
going
Are we gonna...
to have so much fun. And
It's closer to a game.
she gets up and goes to the opposite side of the room, of the dining room, and leads you into a study with a great large workbench that is covered in different scientific manuals, different religious texts, different, pretty much any subject of study. There are books on the various bookshelves through this room, scattered across the table. There are a couple in piles in different places of the room. You can see that this is her general study. And in the near center of the room, it's a rectangle longer, so it's further to a side, but near center of the room, she has set up various rugs and pillows and candles, and there is a large sigil drawn upon the floor on top of the top rug.
Can I roll a religion check to see if I know what is going on?
Yeah, you can roll a religion check.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a 26.
Yeah, you would know that with spiritualism being this higher craze, it's not so much a religion in the sense of there's a deity to follow, but it's this general belief in having a connection to the afterlife. And so this is an amalgamation of religious symbols formed into something completely unrelated that has been brought on by this new group.
I'm gonna lean over to Matthias and go, man, none of these go together. These are all I don't think she knows what she's doing, man. All these don't go together, man. It's like Mexican and continental.
It's slightly racist, but still,
It's cuisine, asshole. It's not fucking racist.
Well, either way, typically what happens is these people are half informed. It's more theatrics than accuracy. The symbols are meant to look impressive. They're not necessarily meant to mean.
Oh, you
anything.
preach to the choir, man. I know.
Do I agree?
Again, snake oil tonic.
Snake oil sales.
But what are they selling? Tonics.
Oil.
Sure. You Americans and your oil.
It's only gonna get worse.
She looks at you and kind of jokingly laughs, and says, the same person who sets up my typical run-of-the-mill shows did this, so pardon the theatrics.
So you don't do
Most
these.
people don't recognize these symbols.
You don't do these yourself.
Oh no. Most of the time, one of my friends.
See, that's the difference between you old worlders and us new world. You got to do it for yourself, man.
Oh no.
Is that
That's
why you
what
enslaved so many people?
that's
I
what
didn't.
all of the house is for.
I didn't. My family actively fought to end it.
Well, even still, you benefited from the work that they did. So
Yeah, I mean, we all did. You guys did too, buddy. That shirt you're wearing?
He's right, you know.
well,
Hey, Rob, make a intimidation check.
Okay. Weird that my intimidation is so low, but 15.
No. You can't say anything to stop what's going on or pop into it.
Balls.
Oh, God.
Sarah, are you back? Nope. Yes. Maybe. Bye. Hi.
What the hell is happening?
Oh,
Sarah has
She's getting
gone
Skype.
full madness.
I think Skype just had a seizure.
Did you
What
have a
has it with
seizure,
her?
or was that yell?
We can see
I can't
you,
hear you.
but we can't hear you now.
No words. Not
Sarah,
one
you
word.
might have to go, like, drop the call and call back.
Skype, get your shit together.
Yeah, fuck you, Bill
Skype.
Gates.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm just going to continue my rant from like 4 weeks ago.
I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna
But yeah, in the
continue my
meantime-
rant from Brent weeks ago about. Come on, man. What the hell happened at the last quarter of the last book, man? Drop the ball.
God,
Drop the ball.
Jesus.
All right. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh. Fucking shit.
In,
Oh, good.
out.
I see Sarah.
In, out. In, out.
Nope.
She back?
In, out. In, out. In, out. That's some Skype fucking right there.
How is that?
In, out. In, out.
Skype,
In, out.
come on, dude. Why?
Trying to be spooky boys.
Well, I'm not being spooky at all. Although I myself am probably spooky enough.
That's true.
Okay, she's rebooting, so we're gonna talk about Brent Weeks and what the hell happened.
He found Jesus.
He always had Jesus.
Yeah.
That was his thing.
It's very sad because it's like
Jesus is mad at you for writing them books.
you could have done. You
So-
could have gone any number of ways.
Yeah.
What books are we talking
Messiah.
The Lightbringer Pentology? Quintilogy?
about? I've never heard of it or read it.
It's
The-
good.
The
Until the very
Lightbringer
end.
La Quinta Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good up until the
The only 10-book series I read was Pendragon. And that was
it's a
good.
5-book.
Oh.
Quinta.
Yeah.
Quinta. That's
Quinceañera.
15.
Estante.
Estante.
Well,
The shit, he used to just walk around campus. And people be like, hey, what's up, man? And he would go, Estantes. He's just talking about shelves all day. Think this motherfucker
Shelving is
was a
important.
carpenter.
Well, as she is rebooting, Eliza says, "Forgive me for the theatrics. They didn't get the memo that this wasn't going to be a typical show.
So it is a show.
So you're a fraud.
Please come, have a seat."
You're a fraud. Got it.
she's not a fraud.
Oh no, not
Frog.
fraud.
Oh, she's a
Uh,
frog. I knew she was a frog.
She's a
Hang
frog.
on. I cast polymorph and turned you into a frog.
Fuck you. No.
They are Grogu.
We are Kuroku.
I am Kuroku.
No, I am Kuroku.
It's me. I am Kuroku.
But so, yeah, she leads you to the center of this circle.
It says I am Kuroku.
I do not wish to step inside the circle.
Okay.
Okay.
As
okay.
everyone else comes to the circle, do you stand outside of, inside
I stand
of?
inside. I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
Matthias is
Yeah.
going to circle it, looking carefully at everything, but not step inside it.
Okay.
And then he's gonna play chess with Grandmaster. Somehow he's gonna win.
The fuck are you talking about?
Bangkok, Oriental City.
I'm gonna try to nudge Matthias into the circle and be like, "You're such a skeptic. Why don't you go observe up close?"
I'm getting in a circle.
Okay.
Staging is part of what makes this effective. Probably mirrors or lights or something like that. And you need to be in a very specific place for them to have the effect that they want you to have. It's sometimes better to not necessarily stand where they want you to stand.
About there, right at the
Fucking
end of what you
mentalists.
said, Rob and Robbie both make a D100 roll.
I'm about to D100 in my ass.
What Rob is saying is he's got 100 Ds in his ass.
Could Rob?
So
Hundred
he's
Ds
still
in my
fucking, but he's just getting fucked.
I got 83.
I got a 92.
83.
I mean,
Okay.
3. Pick number 3, me lord.
So, fuck.
Me lord.
Language, please.
Okay. Gascon,
Yes, go.
you are stunned for 2 minutes.
Piss. Why I got a high number?
As soon as you step into the circle and your foot touches ground, so you're incapacitated, you can't move, and you can speak, but falteringly and with a slight stutter. Your body feels clammy and cold, and something just felt off from the moment you stepped foot.
Woo! Sarah's
Rob,
back.
Here. Okay.
Hey, Sarah's back.
That's
Sarah's back.
weird.
Robbie, when you step into the circle, you immediately fall unconscious. So
It's like this bitch knows I have
Gascon-
counterspell.
While Gascon is frozen but standing, the second your foot touches ground within the sigils, you fall to the ground. You can't move or speak, and you are completely unaware, so you can't hear or interact.
Good night.
And everyone upon walking in sees this.
I'm going to turn over to Sarkean and be like, see, this is what I was talking about. This seems to be electrical current under the floor. Has a certain effect on different people. Relatively dangerous parlor trick, but
And
effective nonetheless.
upon seeing this, Eliza walks up and places a hand on either of your shoulder and says, oh gentlemen, I thought you would be better than this," and puts her hand upon your shoulders and casts on each of you lesser restoration. And you come back. Robbie, come back. Get your ass back.
You're still
Alright,
muted,
as I
Robbie.
wake up, I just go, I was just trying to get some of that sleep the doctor was talking about.
when I wake up, yeah, I know I'm gonna be.
But still with her hand on either of your shoulders, now helping Robbie to stand up, she walks you to either side within the circle, across from the rest of the party, and kneels down and sits upon one of the cushions.
In the circle?
And says, please, come join. Oh, yes,
Real-
it's perfectly safe.
Real quick, Robbie, Circean's square is relatively small now.
Fine,
I was literally just sending him a
I'll
note.
fucking
Okay, so
fix it, okay?
You gotta
God.
do the inner bounds thing.
I know, I didn't do it for him. I
Also-
know what I'm doing, but I
I don't know what you're doing.
Also, watching McAllister do this, I'm going to again turn to Circean and be like, see what that happened. So, when electricity is traveling through a certain body, if you share it amongst other bodies, it lessens the load to any other.
Load.
So what that did was lessen the amount of current flowing through the body.
I'm not sure if it's
Still
electricity
skeptical,
or not.
Do your eyes deceive you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. People are learning to do all kinds of weird things with this. There was an incident with an elephant not a few years ago in the Americas, actually.
Oh, man,
yeah.
you talking about Tommy? Tommy Edison?
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's because he
it's-
doesn't understand the difference between direct current and alternating current, man. He's got to... Look, man, he's a great inventor, but he's got to work.
Tesla's
is-
my favorite. I love Tesla.
Oh,
That was the most alarmingly lucid thing I've heard out of that man tonight.
yeah,
Edison's a
look,
dick.
he's a really good inventor, but he just, when he, like, sets his mind to one thing, it's just that one thing. He doesn't see the benefits of the other thing, so...
He's killing animals to prove Tesla wrong. But Tesla is a saint.
Hang on, what year is it?
Like 1914, 1915. The war just started.
Oh no.
Tesla is magic.
Here we go.
I love Tesla.
Yeah, he's, you know, he's a really smart guy, but he just kind of just, you know...
He's not a capitalist.
No, he just,
He does things because he likes them.
yeah, and he just hangs out in his hotel room all day.
He likes pigeons.
Yes.
Give the man a break. He's the electric Jesus.
And you hear pops of what genuinely you would know the sound of some kind of electrical wiring, but instead of coming from the walls or the floor or anything, it seems to be coming from directly in front of each of your faces.
Is Tesla here?
No, but the spirits are
Sounds
waiting.
like an ungrounded current. It's not a spirit.
Oh.
I don't know anything about
I was
electricity.
hoping to
but-
meet Tesla.
Hey guys, we don't know about grounded currents in 1914.
Yeah, they did. That was the whole point.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
That was the whole alternating current.
No,
Electron
alternating
shit.
current is
Traveling-
traveling at great speeds using an alternating sine wave, not using a ground.
Right, but that was the problem, is that they said the reason that they couldn't keep it safe was because there was no ground for it. That's why DC was considered bad, because they couldn't ground it.
No, it's considered
That's how he killed the elephant.
bad because it can only run for like 50 feet before you lose all voltage in it, and you got to have another substation.
He does this really cool thing. Sorry, not cool, because that's not a word yet. He does this thing where there's a ball and you touch it and it makes your hair stand on end. It's lovely. You should try it.
Oh, I've done it multiple times.
That explains your butt.
Yeah.
You see, that's one of my favorites of the parlor tricks.
Oh, but it's science though.
Yes, but add a little electricity, something that people can't see and can barely feel at minute points.
Until you're dead.
Yeah, that's why you...
There's electrical impulses in your brain. Do you want to learn about it?
Maybe in a moment or two.
Oh.
Please, please, sit, join me.
Okay. I was excited.
It's a little weird getting in the circle, but you should probably get in the circle.
It was a circle time. Lovely. This brings back terrible memories of theater
You
class.
see that there's space within the circle for 4 other people. In a moment, the butler and the cook both come in, and then a third person comes in who is roughly of average size, 5'6", 5'7".
I'll give Brian the grounded circuit argument. I'll give him it.
And who is...
Thanks, Bob's Burgers.
Not terribly squat, but not lean. Like, honestly, the only existing average creature, because average doesn't actually exist except in fairy tales.
This is a kid show, guys.
and
Stop
so-
that shit.
This person comes through, and these 3 come in, sit at the circle. You assume the
I assume nothing.
average individual to be another of staff. And Eliza looks to Matthias and says, "It's such a bother Ellis was occupied, but I'm glad you came nonetheless."
He sends me to all the nicest places.
It is fun to play around with this stuff, you must agree.
Playing around with these things is absolutely fine. What's not fine is taking money from folks for comforting lies at best and insidious manipulation at worst.
Oh, everything in the brain is about manipulation.
And
It's
have you
fine.
seen my clientele? I don't dupe any of the true individuals who come to me for help, just those who don't need their money any longer.
Sure.
Wait, you
Listen.
can dupe. You can create doppelgangers.
Oh, what? Of course I can.
Do it.
And while she sits... Oh god, what's the name
Mhm.
of this shit?
You talking about invoke duplicity?
No.
I'm gonna invoke your duplicity.
So, you don't know this, so, but there is a... In a second, you can see if you know what she's done. But she, in but the blink of an eye, vanishes from where she had been sitting to sitting at the empty chair beside Matthias, and says, "Darling, you know better than this. There's a reason Ellis sent you to me."
Where's the mirror?
As she does that, I cast Misty Step, and I move 30 feet away, and I go, I can do that too.
Where's the bloody mirror? The fuck are the mirrors?
It's less about mirrors and more about movement.
I'm gonna turn to Matthias and be like, she believes. Why don't you?
Because I know about science.
Oh,
I'm a
darling,
bloody
there are no mirrors
scientist.
at play.
Ah.
This is pure magic.
But science, though.
And I want you to roll a d100.
Oh, god damn it.
D100.
And Brian, since you are the most skeptic at the moment, with no reason to know of other things. Fuck you, Robbie. Being a
What?
wizard.
What the fuck did I do?
I got a 90.
Okay, I'll get to that in a second. But Brian, roll either a perception or insight.
I'll roll perception because I get advantage on them. Actually, do I get advantage on insight too? Hang on. No, perception or investigation. Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay, so there are no wires, no mirrors, no, none of the phantasmal ghosts with the projector screen and sandbags. No obvious tricks that you can see.
Okay.
It's obvi.
Matthias is still relatively unmoved because he does enough of this.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to go, have to look into that.
And so, being as freaked out as you are about not being able to see what's going on or explain it, Dr.
Feeling good.
You are stunned for 2 moments. You're just like flabbergasted, but at the same time, you feel this lump at the base of your throat.
That's cancer.
And are...
You're a doctor. You should know this.
I don't
You're
smoke.
WebMG.
And
I don't even
you're
smoke.
frozen in, yes, frustration and curiosity, but also there is something in the back of your head that says none of this was a trick. What you saw happened.
I'm going to cast message to Dr. Feline and go, this also was not a trick. She'll just hear that in my voice in her head.
You better be marking off these spells.
It's a cantrip, baby!
That message is a cantrip.
Cantrip!
You're gonna help me sow chaos. That's all. Really drive everyone mad.
Oh no, I think Brian's gone.
Oh,
Okay, you're just
frozen.
You're here, you're just frozen, but yeah, no.
you are
Message
frozen.
is a cantrip, baby.
Hang on, I'll leave and come back.
You're here now. Or okay, bye.
He's already.
Now he's gone. Bye-bye.
Ah.
But yeah, so she vanished and reappeared right next to you. Dr. Felina is stunned, but is sitting in her seat. Can everyone roll everyone but Dr. Feline roll a perception?
No, I'm about to perceive some shit.
And if your passive is higher, just tell me you're passive.
18.
17.
14. Wait, inside
31.
or perception?
Perception.
21.
10.
8:30.
Okay, so
I perceive all things.
Brian's actually the only one who sees anything. So, Matthias, you notice that Dr. Feline's not moving or saying anything once she was just kind of protesting so heavily. But at the same time, it looks like she's just flabbergasted and unable to vocalize, because she is saying some like incoherent frustrations. But you tell that she's not how you've seen her throughout the day, or throughout the evening so far.
I'm gonna look and see if she's touching any of the sigils or anything inside that circle.
No.
Sitting in a chair?
She is sitting, but at this point, everyone is also sitting.
I'm gonna kind of look around her chair and see if there's anything abnormal about the chair.
Would you just be looking from where you sit, or would you get up and investigate it?
He's curious enough. Yeah, he'd probably get up and investigate.
Okay, roll investigation then.
Okay. Get advantage on those as well. Inquisitor rogues are weird. 17.
Nothing's there.
Okay.
By the time you're done looking at everything, Dr. Feline, you feel fine. The past couple minutes have just been the day getting to you. It's been a long day. You take a breath and you let out a nervous giggle and say something along the lines of, well, let's get to it.
Matthias, after investigating a chair and seeing her move, is also going to kind of like give her a light, like that comforting shoulder squeeze, like, all right then. Is your voice chat not working?
No, it's working.
Oh, we're talking to you.
Oh. I mean, I heard the first part.
Matthias grabs your shoulder,
Oh.
and after you come to, and is like, "You all right then?"
Oh, you're touching me. Oh, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
All right,
What?
he's gonna walk back to his chair,
Oh,
sort of keeping an eye on her.
you don't have to leave.
He ignores it.
And now with everyone sitting, and
I've been sitting the whole time, baby.
Mrs. Eliza now sitting opposite where she had been, now beside Matthias, will reach out her hands in front of her, and with, not even 5 or 6 seconds, all of the window curtains pull themselves back and close simultaneous.
Okay. Full bomb turkey.
It's actually motorized. We're on our home turf. Please don't be impressed by environment.
As that happens, I'm gonna cast Amanuensis. Yeah, Amanuensis. And you're just gonna start seeing this pen floating in the air. It's gonna grab some paper and it's just gonna start transcribing shit.
And Mrs. Eliza raises a hand and kind of shoos away.
Hey man, I can't find that book anywhere. Let me just make a copy of it real quick. What the hell, man?
Pen and paper just drop to the ground.
So you try to cage knowledge.
I am trying to do a night like this without any tricks.
There's no trick. I'm trying to just look. We're all paying attention. I'm doing this so I can pay attention. Otherwise, I'd have to do it by hand and I wouldn't be paying attention.
Would you like a copy of the book itself?
Yeah. I can't find
I'll
that
see what
one
I can do.
anywhere, and it's like one of the few that I haven't read yet.
No, I have some connections here.
But can you get this
Well,
book?
I also.
I think so. Yes, probably.
Who's your publisher you use?
I don't publish. I go to different retailers and buy them.
You don't talk to publishers.
Man, they don't want to talk to you unless you got something to sell.
Not always.
You haven't been to
goodness.
America, have you?
I mean, no.
Yeah.
Not recently.
You ever hear of Publishers Clearinghouse?
You ever heard of a capitalist hellscape?
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sounds like
guess,
the future.
I guess I must do this the hard way, don't I? And Eliza reaches out, and
Alright, but
Matthias touches you on the shoulder and says, I really didn't want to do it this way, but it seems that I must. And she casts True Sight on you.
Okay.
And I want everyone but Brian to either take out their headphones or turn off the sound for a moment.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom then.
Do it.
Blah. Can't hear nothing.
Good luck
What are you talking
pooping.
about? You guys talking about? Hey.
Okay, so Brian,
Hang on a second. I want to test something.
go for it.
I don't even think Rob fucks that much.
Uh.
Okay, he's probably not listening. Probably would have seen his face do something.
So with True Sight, you see everything as they are.
Okay.
For the next hour, you can notice anything hidden by magic. You can see into the ethereal plane. And you can see pretty much everything within 120 feet of you. So long as there's not a true solid barrier. Can't see through walls, but if you're just staring out, you can see that far. And your host is a ghost. You do see there are mechanical switches that pull the curtains closed, and you see that nothing in this room is magical. Except for your host. I told you I didn't want to do it this way. And everyone else can come back. Get your asses back. Come back. Come back. I think you're gonna have to... Sarah, come back. Come back. Come back. Adam's still peeing, but come back. Rob, come back.
He could be.
Yeah,
Rob was never gone. He heard everything.
I didn't hear shit.
Oh damn, it's getting to your ears now? I'm sorry, dude.
That's not a muscle.
But yeah, Eliza...
Whoa, Black Betty.
Adam's still peeing, but hopefully he won't take
Bam-a-lam.
longer.
Matthias, for the first time since he's arrived, will actually smile and be like, now that's something actually interesting. We have to figure this one out, don't we? Is it psilocybin?
Is it what?
Psilocybin, the thing from the mushrooms, the chemical they found.
Ooh! Come back, Adam. Come back. Come back.
Yes, a good case study for the neuroscientist. But surely, at least by the end of the night, you have to tell me.
Oh, dear, you are thick. Hun.
Are you guys talking about drugs
I
again?
consider myself a god.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
well, we got some?
That's so much fun.
Does it have
She's gonna
Does it
look
have the word meth in it?
at Sir Kian and say, it's been a long time coming, but you know that tale a couple months ago about a medium who died and came back to life?
Mm-hmm.
The second part is false. And she's gonna look at Matthias and look at Sir Kian and say, I wish you two the best in helping these fellows figure this out. And she's gonna vanish.
Wait,
There is a mirror. It's somewhere.
Eliza
I know
just
there is.
vanished.
Yeah.
Because she's a ghost.
I'm gonna cast Counterspell.
She's still gone.
Then I'm not
It-
casting it.
It's not a spell. It's a creature ability, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. She's a ghost.
I take
She's a
out my
monster.
magnifying glass and I just start looking at the walls.
After
So-
you can roll an investigation.
after Eliza
like-
disappears, I cast invisibility and disappear as well.
God damn.
Since I have my condition, seeing the doctor looking around, I'm going to start pointing out like where all the mechanical things are. Be like, see, this is a trick, that that kind of thing.
Or I'm gonna turn to Matthias and be like, "You're still a skeptic after she told you point blank."
Oh, sure, absolutely. People can say anything. So here's the beauty of this, and honestly, very well executed. But in giving away the mechanics and the trickery and the parlor tricks of everything else, it helps embolden the lie that she then told us. If all of these other things are the way that they are, and I can be honest with you about it, I must also be honest about this lie that I'm telling you. It's outstanding psychology, and we know that she's a student of psychology. She mentioned Freud at dinner, so I think that what she is having us do is essentially trying to lead us down a specific kind of path to believe that she's actually a ghost. But of course, there's no such thing. So
There was a
this
death
is
certificate. She died, and she
The
just
mind-
told
Oh,
us she died and didn't come back.
The mind
I'm gonna
can play tricks.
I'm gonna find a pen and piece of paper anywhere in the room and be like,
I got parchment.
Matthias. Okay, I'm gonna write Matthias Knudsen is dead. Official document. Be like, you can write anything on a piece of paper. That's terrible.
I am still
terribly easy.
invisible.
Brian,
There's an
you would be
invisible
able
man
to
in
see him.
Where did the butt boy go?
Yeah, so he's right there.
The funny butt boy?
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh. I don't see him. Am I losing it?
Probably
I might be
could be,
drunk.
yes, sir. Mm,
Finally.
you did put some alcohol.
I'm
in
gonna
the
I'm
soup.
gonna
I
I'm gonna lean
did!
over to Matthias and go. It's kind of funny. They can't see me.
I heard
Well-
that. Also, I rolled a 10.
I'm,
I'm very drunk.
I'm gonna continue with Matthias. Be like, you were under the impression that she had come back from the dead, but then when
No,
well, that had been the tale. But when she confirms that she is dead, you don't believe.
No. See, that's
So-
the thing is, I don't believe she came back from the dead at all. What better publicity is there if you want to be a medium as someone who's gone to the afterlife? This is a sales ploy. This is something that gets in the paper.
Was 10 what you rolled to investigate, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay. You still find 2 or 3 different newspapers talking about Eliza's death about 2 months ago. And it includes on one of them a note about how her cousin had only died the day before.
I'll leave you with this. My mentor was a non-believer like you, but he did believe in her.
Well, fortunately for all of you, I am a professional non-believer. This is how I make my money. And I intend to get to the bottom of this.
Do you want to look around the room?
I want to start looking around the room.
Casually looking around the room, like he's kind of waiting for the next shoe to drop kind of thing. He expects there to be
Yeah.
more trickery.
I'm gonna stand in the corner and be like, what are y'all doing?
Also, even though she's not there anymore, your true sight is still
Mhm.
up. And yet the 3 companions, 2 of them are still there. The chef and the butler. The 3rd person, however, who had only at the very end joined, in their place is a normal-looking fern.
Oh, there's plant ghosts now. God damn it. What the hell?
So,
I'm taking this fucker home, by the way. I'm gonna water it. I'm going to love it. Its name is Bob now. Fuck all of you.
I'm
Don't
gonna
forget to
Taking
water
Bob
it.
home.
I'm gonna
What?
drop my invisibility and cast enlarge on the chef.
What about the
What?
fan? You should cast enlarge on the fan. I
Hydrate
want
your
it to be big.
asses.
Give me
Haven't
big
made
fan.
y'all do that in a while.
I need big fan.
What'd you say, Allie?
Hydrate your asses.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Who did this?
So you want me to put a
bitch.
and we gotta
So you're saying that
Talk
you want
about-
this to happen. Your turn.
I'm
Talking
just
about
drinking
good
water all night already.
hydration.
That's
But yeah, I'm gonna enlarge the chef
have a good hydration.
to the same size as the butler and be like, now you guys can live in peace for a little while.
who
What?
gave you the right to just go around growing and shrinking people?
Oh, America.
You
It's called
silly
Manifest Destiny.
colonists.
manifest this dude.
Manifest Destiny.
Yeah.
Manifest.
A student of history knows that they did a very good job of shrinking the native population, so it is sort of their thing.
Oh. That
While
fucking
enlarging our own.
We'll talk
smallpox,
about magic. We'll talk about magic.
Smallpox is a hell of a drug.
So,
Brian,
yes.
nothing in the room is magical.
Except the chemistry between us.
I'm gonna look at Matthias and go, you might as well just go ahead and hit that already, man. She's not gonna stop.
I'm gonna. Can I roll an insight to see how progressive the doctor
Yeah.
seems?
Yeah.
Progressive.
Mm-hmm.
Like liberal?
Auto insurance?
AKA, will she peg me?
19.
Yes, the doctor will peg you.
The
I
doctor
mean-
is in.
The
In
doctor
that
will.
she is a female doctor working in what is a heavily patriarchal, not even just world, but society as well as profession. Yeah, she's pretty progressive.
All right. Matthias is
Also, she's working in psychology.
okay.
Also, her name is Flo.
Matthias is going to kind of walk up to her as though he's like almost making an advance and get really close to her ear. And Sarah, I'm going to send you a message and whisper.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna say,
Oh, yeah.
peg me.
It won't be
It's
that
gonna say,
good.
can I touch the back of your knees?
Ah! Can I see your ankles? That would have killed in that era, just so you know.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Actually, you would have been branded. You would have been branded a harlot.
That explains a lot.
Yay!
That's okay, cause say.
I don't get it.
It's cool. We don't tell secrets.
It's really not a. It's
We keep
probably not a
those.
secret what he just said. So.
Probably not.
It was a single word in form of a question. It says anal.
Maybe.
Rob's dead on.
Oh, he always is.
So, do you guys continue looking through the room or looking at the things
Mhm.
that you've started to find? You've found a couple newspaper with interesting headlines.
I'm becoming impatient. Is what's happening to Gascon.
I mean, you just saw your host look at two people and say, I thought you would have gotten it by now. I wish you the best of luck and then vanish.
I'm gonna step back in the circle. Do I pass out again?
No.
Damn it, man. That sleep the doctor was talking about was nice.
This is an escape room type situation. What do we have here?
You're in a study. The door is open.
I'm gonna leave the room. Because I'm getting impatient. I'm gonna go find her. Wherever she went.
Okay. As you leave the room into the dining room, you see no one through the kitchen into the window, no one in the dining room, and as had been when you walked out of it into the study, the dining room door is closed.
So I can't follow him. The door is shut in my face.
No, the door on the opposite side. So basically, this was an enclosed room, just through two separate pieces.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to follow him out of the creepy room that they keep investigating when there's going to be nothing in there.
Basically, Sir Kean's just behind him going, anywhere you go, I'll follow you down.
Dear God.
Also, everywhere you look.
No, doors just open randomly, so of course I'm gonna go through them and investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Matthias is going to check the front door, knowing what to expect, but just out of being thorough.
I'm gonna
You see nothing out
I'm
of
gonna
order.
send another message. This time I'm gonna send it to Gascon and be like, "It's pretty fun, huh?" He's just gonna hear that in his head.
Well, I'm not bored, I guess.
What did you?
But I really wish you'd get on.
What did you say about the front door, Allie?
There's nothing. It's exactly as
No
it
front door.
looked.
But is
when
it
you
unlocked?
walked through. No, it's locked.
Okay.
Do you keep looking around?
Yeah, again, casually waiting for some fuckery to be afoot, but just sort of hands in pocket, walking around slowly, taking in all the extra information that I guess no one else has access to.
Okay. You see nothing of note. No, hidden doors, no secret passages. Nothing looks to be hidden or out of place. You see a couple of the same newspapers that the doctor had found. You can look and see if there's a detail in there, or you can go on into the lounge where you had first been. Or you could investigate the door at the end of the hall.
I'll investigate the door at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, there's no way to go back up to the graveyard we're locked in.
You haven't tried the door. You haven't tried to unlock it. You are on the inside of a locked door. But
yeah.
I'll
try to open it, and if it doesn't open, I'll try to shoulder it.
Okay, Adam. I'm gonna give you the benefit. You're standing inside of your house, looking at your doorknob, and the deadbolt is turned to lock. Do you open the doorknob or unlock your door from the inside?
I forget this isn't keyboard. He just has bad charisma, so I'll unlock this door and go outside.
Just giving you the benefit, because you're on the inside.
Intelligence only. Wait. He's above average. Okay. My bad.
You'll do that thing where you looked and you saw that the deadbolt was locked, and yet you still went to open the door and you kind of push into it before realizing you can just turn the deadlock.
I'm gonna go explore the graveyard and see if I see a headstone with her name on it.
Okay. So while you go and do that, Matthias, are you still looking at that back door?
Oh yeah.
Door at the end of the hall?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is following who, or are we going on a 3-way break?
Whoa!
I love 3-ways.
I don't think you know what that means.
She especially
What?
loves the devil's 3-way.
What? Okay, so I'm going.
That's when it's two dudes.
We don't know.
I love how everybody knew what it was, but Rob had to take a split second to just. Hey, that's when.
Stepbrother, no. So I'm following Sir Kian.
Sidebar: I don't understand why that has to be a devil's 3-way. Girls gotta get theirs too, man.
Oh,
I just think it's stupid.
Well-
They're like, that's the devil's.
Robbie, are you going outside or are you staying
I'm
inside?
chilling right where I am,
Wait,
man. I ain't
it's because
I ain't worried about none of it.
gay.
It's
Is
because
ooh.
of the trident.
Oh.
What?
3 pokers.
Gascon, are you
So?
going outside or staying
Who's
inside?
got 3 pokers?
The devil's 3-way.
Who's wait? Who's got 3? Who's got 2 dicks here? Cause there's 2 dudes. That's 2 dicks. Who's got the last poker?
Oh, I thought we said it was 3 dudes. Never
No,
mind.
it's 2 dudes. Devil's 3 is
I thought
two
it
dudes
was
on a-
3 dudes. That would make more sense.
Are they
Yeah,
having a
that's
book
just a
club?
regular
What's happening? Why
sexual
are they there? What has brought them together?
Doctor.
Gascon, are you
Sexual
going
thing.
outside or are you staying inside?
I'm going outside and I'm going to say to Sir Kian that she probably got a gravestone out here.
Okay. So while you do that, I'll get to it in a second. But Brian, you go through the door and you see a pretty meager kind of butler's pantry meets storeroom meets the way to the upstairs. And you see an open door that leads into a bedroom.
I'll peek in the bedroom.
Of course you will.
What? Peeping Tom here.
There's a decently made bed, a dresser, kind of fainting couch-esque style chaise that
Shays.
is there. She's got an armoire, she's got a little vanity with a mirror. She's got a bookshelf with some variety of novels and intellectual texts.
With the benefit of my condition, I'll look around the bookshelf to see if there's hinges, sliding options. Just a bookshelf.
Nothing.
Okay. All right, I'll start heading upstairs.
As you go upstairs, we'll go outside. And
Oh, we probably should ask the people, the cook and the tall guy, like where she was. Probably would have helped ask questions.
well, y'all went outside.
Mm-hmm.
And
But yeah, that's the thing that I'm saying to Circe.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a lamp? It's kind of dark out here.
No.
I
You just come out
I
in the
overhear
night.
that and I cast light.
From your fucking hand.
what
What
do you
the
cast
hell?
light
What-
on?
yeah,
Because
what-
you
what
make
is
another
close to
object
them?
Right.
A headstone.
There is a fence post up on the other side of the house, like a gate around the cemetery.
Is there like
Mm-hmm.
a stone or anything that they can pick up and take with them?
There are some small, like, river stones strewn about.
Yeah, I cast light on one of the stones, and I'm like, "There's a flash. There's some light. There's a lantern."
We call it a torch.
Well, actually, it's more of a
It's a torch.
it's more of a hot rock. It's not really hot though, but there you go, and now you have light.
Hot rock?
Did you put that in the fire? What are you doing?
Helping.
Why is it lit up?
You said you needed. You said you
Bloody
needed
hell.
light.
I'm gonna.
I mean, thoughtful, but also.
I'm gonna lean over and go. I learned that from Tesla.
Oh shit!
So, Dr. Feline, roll a history check.
Okay.
See, I took all the good. I took all of my wizard spells are very much in keeping. I stayed on theme.
You're doing
I didn't
magic,
get. I was like, should I go ahead and get conjure lesser demon?
man. Yeah.
I thought about it,
I mean,
but I didn't.
Oh,
that would have been a
you
fun
said history.
conversation.
Hi, Amy.
11.
Okay.
Awful.
Thankfully to your background, you didn't need to roll too high. You are familiar with Marie Curie and her investigations into radioactive elements that give off a sort of glow and illumination. You just assume that this is radium.
Oh yeah, during the Civil War, there was some weird thing where dead bodies glowed because of some organism in the ground, grass, dirt, whatever. I think it was a fungus or something. Anyway.
You're a fungus.
Yeah, some cordyceps fungus glow in the dark.
Yeah, so maybe it's like that bloody fungus. I don't fucking know.
But yeah, so,
Maybe it's like Among Us.
you just
Alley
believe
West
that
the code.
this interesting man has been carrying a vial of the wonder element on him.
Yes, and
Hang
I'm
on,
gonna
hang
go.
on,
Yes,
hang on,
and
hang
you
on, I'm
in no
farting.
way saw me put it on that rock. It was just there. But yeah,
How dare you?
Sometimes it's
yeah.
somebody
Me
has
and
to
Tesla, like
make
me
an
and
impact.
Tesla, we'd have discussions, and
Blow.
you know, he had some of this left over because he was interested in it.
I'm so jealous.
I don't believe you.
I do.
I don't believe you.
Tesla would do that.
And now
I love
I'm
that
gonna
kid.
cast
He's probably
Charm
gay.
Person on Gascon.
He liked a female pigeon.
Read the details of that for me again.
You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, which I am not. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful to it. Charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
Okay. Rob, roll a wisdom.
Can I use Flash of
Wisdom
Genius?
what?
Can you
Can
what?
I use Flash of Genius to help him out on his wisdom save?
You can try.
Sweet.
Is it a wisdom save or
Wisdom
wisdom
saving
check?
throw.
save.
19.
Ooh! I also got a 19, so +3 to his.
Okay.
22.
So I believe that would. What's your modifier for that? What are you looking to?
Oh, it's
succeed or
it's
fail
a
at?
25 saving throw.
Okay.
Jesus.
It's not. It's only 16. I'm fucking
So
with
yeah,
you.
Rob, you. I'm like, I don't think you would get that high, but I don't. There are a couple feats that.
I'm
make it
just
possible,
happy
but no,
that
okay.
Brian did
So,
ruin
yeah.
it, because I'm sure Brian was immediately like, no, there's no fucking way.
I'm not the DM.
But no, so you it does not succeed, and Rob, you know that he was just trying to persuade you in some way.
What? Okay. Interesting.
You are
What do you do-
aware of
what do you-
mind fuckery.
Why did you do that? That's
'Cause-
weird. Get out of my head.
Because you need to calm down, man.
I didn't consent to that.
You know,
So-
consent isn't even a thing.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
seriously.
just kidding. It is. It should be. But it isn't.
It was a thing, it just wasn't respected.
Exactly.
And seeing as how I am an
Yeah.
American from the turn of the century,
Oh god, even worse.
Horrible. Horrible, horrible.
It's a cowboy.
So
I want to be a
Last thing-
cowboy, baby.
Brian, as you go upstairs, I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Hang on, I haven't checked that one.
Have you hang on? Have
That's
you
not a
checked
booby
with
trap.
Nicolas Cage? He might be able to help you.
Is Nicolas Cage here? Okay.
Fuck. He's the only man who could save the Constitution.
Dirty 20.
Okay. When you get upstairs, wait a second. I'll send it to you.
Are you telling me you didn't come up with this yourself?
I didn't come up with. I mean, I came up with this. Most
I
of the
don't play
story and
things
everything.
that aren't completely homebrewed. I don't.
He only DMs them.
Yeah. Hey, my statement's still true.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not arguing with you.
You see, if I can get this to come up, what I just
It's a
sent
dick pic.
you.
Allie sending dick pics.
Where's Cthulhu at?
What?
And I need you to roll a D100.
Why did you send me Robbie's dick again?
Because everyone should see it,
I
obviously.
lived with him. Alright? I've got my
Exactly.
He
fill.
smashed it in a door.
You're the
He
most
smashed it in a door.
familiar.
Smashed it in a door. That's how much he agreed.
That's what I was waiting on this whole game.
66.
When's he gonna smash his
66?
dick in the door?
Okay. For the first time in years, you try to look at this thing and kind of talk yourself out of what you're seeing. Convince yourself of the reality that you know, and that this in front of you can't be.
This is not
Real.
Robbie's dick. Robbie's dick wouldn't hurt
And
me.
yet something inside of you is drawn to a very old memory from when you were a child, and stories that your family used to tell about the old ways, and folk stories about monsters in the forest, and all of those things that you quickly realized were just children's tales. And yet you still feel that fear as if you're hearing it for the first time all over again. And while you kind of brush it off, that feeling lingers, and that fear hits you. And it only lasts for about an hour, but for the next hour, you have that hair on the back of your neck standing up, feeling that you've learned so well to hide and to talk your way out of it, but you can't quite shake it this time. But you see this thing, and it looks at you. And then it kind of just goes into the shadows. And when you blink, it's just a storage. It's what could be an attic if it was ever finished, but the exposed roofing with some shingles fallen out and exposed insulation of hay at the top. Nothing's been up here in a long time.
And so even with True Sight, it's still gone, though.
It's disappeared, like it's backed into the shadows, and it seems like even with True Sight, you can't see where it went.
Yeah. I'm negotiating what Bobby would do versus what Matthias would do. Matthias will slowly step in. I mean, he's scared, but like he's trained himself to keep like asking questions and keep seeking information. So his first instinct is to try to basically comfort himself by disproving what he saw.
And Bobby's would be to just walk right in.
No, Bobby's would be to go, yeah, fuck
Okay.
that, I'm out. I don't gain from this. I don't need to be here.
Okay.
Look at that cat.
I
Moving
need
over
you
there.
to roll. I'm
Two
using monsters from a different
Yeah.
RPG setting, and it's making things a little strange, but give me a second.
Does that stand for role-playing game? Okay.
Yes.
No, it stands for Rocket Propelled Grenade.
Rocket penis.
Okay.
Actually, it stands for Rocket Propelled Gator.
Roll a...
The look on his face.
To go into the darkness, roll a Constitution save.
Look at them cats.
19.
Okay. So...
They're waiting on food.
Guys, the Oilers game has started. My attention... No, I'm fucking with you.
Roll me 2d6
Ass?
and tell me what each individual number is.
Asshole Dingle Dong, 5. And 3.
Okay. Oh fuck.
I mean, that's another name for the headmaster of the Dirty Movie franchise.
Yeah, that's what
Michael.
I was going for. Yep.
You step into the darkness and you feel this pain from your eye socket, and you reach up and kind of dab and feel blood coming from your
Fucking
eye.
metal.
I'm doing this light because technically you burst an artery, but I'm not doing that.
I mean, you can do that. That's fine.
All of a sudden, you hear Slayer's Raining Blood.
But you take 1d4 damage, so roll a d4 for me.
Two.
Okay. You take 2 points of damage. And you'll take another point of damage until you find a way to bandage your eye. You need to cause pressure to stop something from bleeding on its own, otherwise it'll stop hurting you after a period of time, but you don't know how long that's going to be.
How far away from him are the rest of us?
You are outside of the house.
Oh.
And he's just walked into the attic.
He is now an Aerosmith album. Toys in the attic.
I guess he would probably take he'd probably like untuck the lighter shirt and
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming he has like a pocket knife or something.
Yeah,
basically,
he would probably have some kind of pocket knife on
cutting off a strip of that and it's just one eye or both eyes?
Just
All
one.
right, so like basically applying pressure that way, like putting on a bandage, Civil War style.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, you managed to cut a strip long enough that you kind of fold and tuck it in a way that there's a padded bit, and then pull it around the base of your skull to kind of hold it in place. But yeah, you've injured your eye. You're still feeling this odd childlike fear in the back of... You're trying to push it to the back of your mind. Do you keep trying to go in, or do you go back downstairs to find the others?
I'm gonna basically roll a morale check.
Mm-hmm.
He'll keep going.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me. Just base number.
13.
Okay. You're able to take a few steps in, and you see the creature again, curled in what looks to be a kind of nest that is borne up with feathers and some furs, and it's just laying there. It seems to have seen you and not retreated, but just acknowledged your presence and moved back to where it had been resting for the night. And with that, guys, I give everyone 2 options. It is 10:15. We can keep going for a little while, but this is definitely going to need a second session to wrap things up, since you're all skeptic assholes. I love you.
I haven't been skeptical at all. I just been fucking around.
You've just been fucking around, and it's exactly what I expected, and I love it. But this is a good place to kind of stop it, as Brian's having a moment with a creature to be determined, and you guys are just getting to the cemetery. Do we want to call a pause, and knowing that Sir Kian might not be with us next week, say we'll wrap up next week, and Adam and I can figure out a thing for you to disappear as well if we need a narrative
Olive
reason.
Might be here next week? So
yes,
some weird...
because a weird little trade-off might occur.
Well, depending on what they find in the graveyard, he might just nope, bye.
Yeah.
Especially if he sees the
So.
2 names he's looking for. Yep, deucing.
Okay. Just while I've got you, roll a quick investigation. I'll let you, since you were the first one who started going this way, I'll let you kind of get to the graveyard
Guys.
first.
Look, this is a screw.
That is going to be a 15.
Okay, you find both names that you expected to find there.
I'll kneel at one of them, turn and say, I have no further business here, and leave.
And we'll pick up on
okay.
that note next week, I guess, because one-shots never become one-shots because there's so much exposition.
Yay!
Well, everyone,
Yeah.
maybe we'll see y'all next week, and we'll do the thing again, and party on.
Yeah. And then we'll all see each other probably in a
On
couple
Monday.
Yep.
That means we're streaming Monday, Wednesday,
Woo.
and Friday next week.
Yep, seems that
Unless
way.
you want to skip Yalmora.
days.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But
All right.
We'll figure it out.
bye if you're still watching.
Figure it out.
Bye. Thanks
Bye,
for
nerds.
watching.
Bye,
Yeah,
forever.
yeah, yeah.
Bye,
I'm
everybody.
gonna sleep.